Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're going to talk about the implications of putting Call of Duty exclusively on the Xbox platform, and what would happen to the PlayStation platform if that was to happen. So, if you're new here and you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is an open. I mean, I will read your comments as much as I can and answer whatever questions you have. If you disagree with me, I'm not going to ban you or nothing like that. I'm just going to, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, dude, if you think that what I'm saying you don't agree with what I'm saying, like, let's talk about it. We don't need to call each other names or any of that kind of stuff, but we can definitely have a discussion. But as it sits, Call of Duty is the biggest selling franchise on the console right now. Like, whether you like it or not, that is the case. Oh, yeah, the thought's going to be shaking it tonight, I bet. So I get a lot of comments, and in my comments, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on other YouTube channels. Trust me, I don't watch them. I try not to watch them because it's ludicrous, the stuff that comes out of half these people's mouth. PlayStation is a strong brand. There's no denying that. PlayStation makes some of the best first party games on the market. Like, I do agree with that for the most part. Do I think they're 100 times better, or Xbox games are trash compared to them? No, I do not feel like that. I do not feel like that. I feel like Microsoft makes some compelling first party exclusives that are more than worth your time to play. Do they have the super high production values that PlayStation games do? No. Do they need them? Not necessarily. They're pretty fun. They're exciting to play. You get more gameplay out of them, and they're a lot less, I mean, they don't strain your console to the breaking point. Like, I mean, like, some of them games on PS4 Pro had that thing sounding like a freaking jet engine. Am I right? I mean, come on, guys. Like, it would definitely force both companies to start putting out quality games. So here's the biggest thing. There are some things that we can talk about when it comes to this. Call of Duty going freaking Xbox exclusive is going to sell a lot of consoles, period. Like, there's no changing that. There's no denying that. There's no, well, I don't. Yeah, dude, that is not the case. They will sell a ton of Xboxes. Onyx, Sev, how's it going? Chris, how you doing? IDK, Mr. Glass, and Mr. Dude, welcome to the show. Shane Thrasher, what's up, man? Hey, Frog, knows favorite content. Nice, dude. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me to while I sit here and I fill the world with all this misinformation about Call of Duty. Because, dude, if Call of Duty, like, I get the whole point that, yeah, Call of Duty, I don't necessarily think it's completely worn out its welcome. People love Call of Duty. They keep buying them because they want them to get better, and they want them to get better. Under Microsoft, they could possibly get better if they get rid of the annual release. Just this alone will crush PlayStation. Getting rid of the annual release, dude, that's over $265 million that freaking Call of Duty rakes in for PlayStation every single year. That's a lot of money to lose on that game. But I don't necessarily think they would lose that much. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying they would lose all of it, because clearly each Call of Duty game would have 2 years of legs. Like, they would, like they would be able to support that game, and it would still carry the legs. It would still turn, I mean, it would still churn, um, revenue just the same. Like, it would continue to produce money. They do not need to make these every single year. But just that alone would seriously harm the PlayStation business model. PlayStation cannot come to the market and say, yeah, the PlayStation 5 is a premium console, and then lose the highest selling game on console. Like, and it doesn't matter what they say, it doesn't matter what the fanboys say. It really is the highest selling game. There's like data to back that up. I mean, Call of Duty is the biggest freaking franchise that releases on console. People act like they don't understand these Microsoft acquisitions. It's very simple. More content for Game Pass. Now, people saying that Call of Duty is going to remain on PlayStation, dude, there's precedent to say that's not the case, and there's precedent to say that is the case. We have Minecraft that's on all platforms. They're not making a new they don't make a new freaking, I mean, I think they did put they did do that one Minecraft on PlayStation, and I get why, PlayStation or Xbox would do that. Like, I completely understand that. But when it comes to Call of Duty, a literal system seller, I don't know if you're going to see that type of support. Hey, Shane, welcome, man. I appreciate that. Shane is the newest member on our channel. That's pretty cool. But I'm lying. Let's see. Onyx, yeah. Marlon got pretty upset about that one. I like Frog. Is it? Yeah, it should be on sub mode, guys. Some of those ones get through. Like, sometimes, I mean, those some of those ones, they've gotten smart. They sub and then they post that stuff. So you guys just have to be on the lookout to get rid of them as quick as possible. But yeah, sub mode is on. Any of the Russian name stuff, man, if they don't have like a real message, just go ahead and block them. We don't need that stuff on here. So I've been a pretty decent, Call of Duty fan. I've bought every single Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. I am getting a little bit Call of Duty fatigue. Well, no, I can't necessarily say that. If they come out and they have a compelling first party campaign, like, I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, I would buy those every year as long as they have a solid first party campaign. This year's didn't really click with me too much, just because of the fact that it was I don't necessarily know if I like the structure. I mean, I have been trying to go back to it and finish playing it a little bit more, and kind of looking at it from a different angle to see if maybe it is something that I could play. But where I'm at right now with the Australian soldiers, little war story or whatever, I kind of am liking this part of the story. So I think this Call of Duty kind of up and down. It didn't really hit with a lot of people. They put too much of the I think they lean too heavily on politics of the world right now to try to push a point across, to try to push a point across to the Call of Duty fan base. And I don't necessarily think that they did that with the best. I don't think they utilized their platform in a way that could really push that forward. I mean, it just kind of felt like way off the mark right now, like way off the mark. It was something that, they should have just tried to leave. They probably should have just tried to leave the world politics out of this right now, and just focus on making an actual freaking Call of Duty game. Hey, Carol, how's it going? George, how you doing, my friend? Say my name. Don't worry, George. I'm getting around to you guys. I'm just trying to keep on the on my little point or whatever. Xbox is all about Game Pass, and Call of Duty is gone Game Pass. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, Xbox is a console. It's a system. It's part of the ecosystem, right? It is the console. There are multiple ways to access Game Pass now. Game Pass is the service that is derived from the ecosystem of Xbox. So when you look at Game Pass, you have to look at Game Pass as a complete platform all on its own. Xbox as a console is still there. They will continue to support Xbox going forward with new software, with games that you can buy, with games that you can, walk in and buy a physical copy and play those. Game Pass, it is its own separate sub ecosystem that is directly tied to Xbox, but it's also tied to cell phones. It's actually tied to anything that you have a web browser that you can get onto to play Game Pass on is basically anywhere. So if PlayStation had a web browser, you could play Game Pass on that. The thing is Xbox or Game Pass as it is a completely different ecosystem, but it is directly tied to Xbox. So when you think about Game Pass and, like Call of Duty being on there and all these other games being on there, anybody with a web browser will be able to access that content. There's nothing stopping them from using that content on anything that has a web browser. So if anybody's upset about Game Pass going to PlayStation or anything like that, all Sony has to do is enable a web browser, and they would have access to Game Pass. They wouldn't have to pay PlayStation any kind of fee or anything like that, because you would be able to play your Game Pass on that console without paying any money to PlayStation. That's why there's no web browser on the PlayStation. So in terms of, like anybody saying that, oh yeah, man, like Xbox wants to go third party and stuff. No, Xbox has Game Pass. It is a platform and it is accessible by anybody that has access to a web browser. You can physically use Game Pass on that device, and it doesn't matter. And they've already made that perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. They do not care what device you use to use Game Pass. Game Pass is a completely different sub ecosystem that is directly tied to Xbox. Now, Xbox, as it sits as a console, is where they will develop their games. They will put them on those games natively or on that console natively, so that you'll be able to buy and enjoy those as a normal console ecosystem like the PlayStation 5. Now, when I say that Xbox isn't necessarily competing with PlayStation anymore, technically they are. With the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, those two consoles are in direct competition for third-party software, as well as, as well as games, exclusive games and stuff like that. So when you have both of these consoles side by side, um Game Pass is above that. Game Pass is a completely different thing. Like, you can still treat the whole Xbox system as a competitor for PlayStation 5. Now, is what happens is, if they do pull Call of Duty from PlayStation, then it is going to, if they pull Call of Duty from PlayStation, it is going to leave a major hole in PlayStation's catalog that they're not going to be able to fill. And if you're a COD player and you love COD, like me personally, like honest to God, if I could only play Call of Duty on PlayStation, I would buy a PlayStation so that I could continue playing Call of Duty. Call of Duty means that much to me, to where I would buy into that console ecosystem to play Call of Duty. And that's not a lie. I mean, I would. I do like Call of Duty, and the release schedule of that coming out every year. That means I would definitely have one to play every year. Now, if they switch up and they make it so Call of Duties come out every 2 years, then that is also going to give you. I mean, I would still buy that platform to play that game. So is what these fanboys don't understand is what they don't understand is Call of Duty is a system seller. Like, period. Like, I mean, I personally would. How many people in here would actually buy a console to play Call of Duty? I mean, aside from Vanguard didn't have to hit the mark with me. Whatever. I mean, that's one in what, 14 years that didn't hit the mark, bro. That's like one in 14 years. Every other Call of Duty I've liked, except, well, no, that's two, because Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign, and I'm a campaign guy. Like, I like to play those campaigns. All right, let's see. Carol, how's it going? Nicole Diaz said Transformers for War for Cybertron. I did. If they brought Transformers back, that would be pretty cool. It'd be a little bit of legwork to try to keep on to get that IP or whatever. Depending on Activision still having the license for that, it would definitely be. I don't know if Phil would buy the license for one game. No, I don't think that's the case. Maybe they would rent the license or something, but I don't think they would be buying Transformers license. I don't even think they could buy the Transformers license. That's just something that they would have to apply for or whatever. More excited what Microsoft can do with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. They might bring those back. You guys got to understand that some of those games too, they haven't had teams working on them for so long. Well, I mean, Toys for Bob could definitely be bringing Crash Bandicoot to Xbox as a mascot. I mean, so it's a hand me down, whatever. Who cares? Like, Crash Bandicoot's actually pretty cool. I personally, if they do, I would like to see a Crash Bandicoot open world game. I like open world games. I'm a sucker for open world games, and I like to play open world games. So if they brought a Crash Bandicoot to an open world setting, I think that'd be pretty freaking cool. And I would definitely want to check that out. Now, that's something that they could possibly do that would make me happy. MK Michael, what's up, my friend? Just a possibility. Let's see what you said. Okay. I'm trying to keep up with this chat a little bit, but I'm getting a lot of comments in the section today about Call of Duty not going exclusive, or how everybody's like, they're trying to minimize it like they did with Bethesda. Bethesda games are going to be exclusive to Xbox. Call of Duty games are more than likely going to be exclusive to Xbox. Yeah, there is that possibility that they might remain on PlayStation. I mean, Phil Spencer did say verbatim that he has a desire to keep them on PlayStation. So maybe that's the case. Maybe that's just PR. Maybe that's just, sleight of the hand speak or whatever. Like, we never know. But Peggy, what's up, Shaq? It just goes to show you that the PlayStation guys are scared, man. And there's no reason. I've been trying to tell you guys since I started this damn channel, there's nothing to fear, man. Play your games on whatever you want to play them. The PlayStation is not better than Xbox. Xbox is not better than PlayStation. They're just different enough to where you could actually buy both and be happy. You know what I mean? I don't think PlayStation games are so freak. I don't think PlayStation games are god tier. I don't. I think they're great. I think they do push a lot of things forward. I think they do kind of hold, gaming back a little bit, by staying in a mold for a lot of those games. But I'm perfectly okay with that with Ubisoft. I don't care if Ubisoft keeps just making open world games with the same gameplay and stuff. I don't care. I just want to explore their cool new worlds. That's the biggest thing. I don't care. Georgie, what was that? GTA 4, no FPS boost me today. Okay, so you bought GTA 4 and you didn't get FPS boost. You're running on the Xbox Series S, right? I know it does have I know it has FPS boost on Series X. I do not know if that translated to the Series S. And I did not pick that up, so there's no way I can confirm or deny that. So, but I do not think that I honestly don't think that the GTA 4 got the FPS boost on Xbox Series S. And that kind of sucks. I mean, I wish they did, but I'm pretty sure it either has FPS boost on Series X or it has auto HDR. I don't even know if it has complete. I can't even tell you if it completely has FPS boost on the Series X. It might just have auto HDR. Oh, has your boy Optimus Code recovered yet? Oh yeah, dude. I've been kind of following that a little bit, Sev. The last I heard, it wasn't looking good. He still hasn't been back on YouTube or back on Twitter at all, but there are people that are still fighting for him, and that's good. I mean, I wish him the best, and I hope he gets well soon. I really do. But from what I've read and what I've seen and what I've heard, I just don't know if they are going to be able to do anything for him. It was a couple weeks ago when I read that last thing about him, so I don't know. It's kind of fuzzy. I don't remember the exact details or anything. But if you guys want information, they do post information regularly on Twitter for Optimus Code. If there's anything you guys want to do to help him or send money to him or whatever you guys want to do, I definitely recommend looking that up on on Twitter to see if there's something that you guys can do for him. I also want to drop an invite to Discord, but I got to tweet it first or HTTPS. Here is a link to Discord, to my Discord, for anybody who is new to the community and would like to be able to keep in touch with other members and other people in the community. So far, we've got a pretty strong community growing. A lot of people are having a lot of fun. It's a good place to go. I'm really grateful for the amazing community that we've built around Frogboy X1 Gaming, and I seriously encourage you to participate and get to know each other. It has been an amazing journey so far. So here is that link to Discord. Go ahead and get in. You'll find whatever place you are. If you're a PlayStation fan, Xbox fan, wherever, just go ahead and check in there and say hello. Rest in peace, Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft just made $19 billion last quarter. And I read something, if they were to actually have incorporated all of the Call of Duty sales, they would have been at 29 or something, man. It's pretty big, man. Call of Duty is pretty dang big, and Microsoft got a freaking one heck of a deal. Are you an Aussie, man? Who? Yeah, you should probably try to get a refund if you can for it, George. I don't know. I don't see. Here's the thing, though. I don't know if you can get refunds on Xbox 360 games. I don't know if they do the refunds. I know they do them for the series for the Xbox One and stuff, but I don't know if they do those for that. Splinter Cell Blacklist on sale. Yeah, I've had that game for a long time. It is enhanced. It's running at 4K. It does actually look pretty good on an OLED with it looks really good on an OLED with with the way that game is set up. It's actually pretty nice. So I would definitely recommend picking up that Splinter Cell. Figured after that good day thing. Oh, I see. Oh, God will obviously be on PlayStation 5, but you can bet it will only be on Xbox Game Pass, not the Sony knockoff. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would 100% bet my bottom dollar that if I'm somebody that loves Call of Duty right now, this is what I'm thinking. If I'm somebody that loves Call of Duty and I have to play every single one of them, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, dude, I'm probably just going to buy an Xbox. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm sitting there on a PlayStation 4 Pro right now and I'm like, oh gosh, I love Call of Duty, and I haven't been able to get a PlayStation 5 yet, I'm pretty sure my money's going to an Xbox right now. Like that's what I'm buying. I'm not taking any chance because, dude, if Call of Duty doesn't make it to freaking PlayStation this whole generation, then yeah, dude, you're gonna be feeling pretty sad. They do run the refund the 360 games. Okay, all right, yeah, perfect. Anthony says they do refund them. So George, go ahead and apply for that refund. It usually takes a couple hours, but they should get it to you. I know that every game that I've had them refund for me, man, they're pretty quick about it. Azen, how's it going, my friend? I don't think Phil will make Call of Duty exclusive. I really want him to, but I don't see it because that's a lot of money. You guys got to stop. You guys got to stop. You guys got to stop thinking about the money that they're going to lose. They don't care. They do not care. That game is on Game Pass. They don't care. They're not even going to be making a full price for that game. They do not care. They don't care about that game being on PlayStation losing money. They don't care. They know that they are going to sell the consoles for people to play that, and they know that they're going to have people on Game Pass. That is going to grow Game Pass. They don't care if it's on PlayStation. I'm going to tell you that right now. Microsoft does not care if they lose a little bit of money in the short run on Call of Duty not being on PlayStation to grow their platform. They don't care. Like I wouldn't care. I would be like, yeah, dude, I bought Call of Duty. It's 100% Xbox. I don't care. Like it's exclusive to Xbox, PC, and anywhere you can play Game Pass on. That's what I'm thinking. And at first, when they first bought Bethesda, I was thinking, oh yeah, dude, we get them on Game Pass. They have to pay full price. They surprised me when they came out and said, look, it's exclusive to anywhere there's Xbox or Game Pass. You got to expect that. There is precedent to expect that. And Call of Duty is different than Minecraft. Minecraft is built for everybody, and it is a learning tool and something like that. Call of Duty is a AAA blockbuster mega hit that brings in tons and tons of money. They don't care if PlayStation people don't get to play it because all 70% of those people on PlayStation are going to buy an Xbox to play that. It doesn't matter. They'll not only are they going to get all them sales from Call of Duty, but they're also going to get all them consoles sold. You guys, dude, Xbox would be smart to just package a copy of Call of Duty with every Xbox they sell. You know what I mean? Like, here you go, man. You get Call of Duty, you get Call of Duty, you get Call of Duty. Everybody gets Call of Duty. Oh, in case you don't, okay, let's see. MBX. I don't think I think they do care because so much of the franchise is dependent on the player base. Yeah, but I mean, player bases are pretty fickle though, man. They would definitely come to Xbox. I know a lot of people that would come to Xbox for Call of Duty, man. Like it just, I, I mean, it might be there for another game or two, but I could definitely see it going completely exclusive to Xbox. Just when they come out and they're like, oh yeah, you know, all of this stuff is going to be exclusive, all these goodies and everything else, right then and there, like with the next two games, you know, or depending on if they how they do this, That's what I was going to say next, but I have a feeling Phil might say, I don't know why it would be nice to Sony. Like I don't know, man. Sony's little deal with Call of Duty is done, man. Like they're as soon as that's up, I do not think that we're going to see a lot of people. Uh, I don't see a lot of. I mean, dude, if Xbox is the literal home of Call of Duty, it will be the best on the Xbox console going forward. Like it's gonna be the best. I don't think that I me personally, I'm not gonna lose any sleep if they put Call of Duty on PlayStation. I'm not gonna care. Like it does not matter to me because Activision has a ton more games that are gonna be exclusive to Xbox. Like they're gonna be exclusive to Xbox. So it doesn't matter. But some will move, but not in the ways expected. I don't think 70% of COD players, which I'd regard as fairly casual, would switch for the price. I don't know, man. I think Call of Duty's more. I mean, if to buy an Xbox Series S for $300, dude, a lot of them Call of Duty players aren't even on PlayStation 5 yet. And that's the thing. Like a lot of them aren't even on PlayStation 5. And now that Xbox owns Call of Duty, they're probably sitting there thinking, yeah, dude, yeah, I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy an Xbox. You know what I mean? But it pales in comparison to their goal of growing Game Pass. Yeah, I I honestly think that they should leverage Call of Duty as much as they can to grow and to grow the install base of Xbox and Game Pass. That would be the smartest way for them to do that. I do not think that, and I mean these guys get paid a lot more money than I do to think about this stuff. You know what I mean? Like they already know what their game plan is. They've already got people they're talking to, and they're already sitting there at a war table, and they're talking about the pros and the cons of leaving it on PlayStation and or making it completely Xbox exclusive, weighing the pros and cons. How much money are we going to lose in the short run? I mean, these guys are smart. This is Microsoft, bro. They're pretty smart. They've kept Xbox going even when there were times when it was like, wow, man, should we just shut this down? So I would expect Call of Duty to I personally would expect Call of Duty to become an Xbox exclusive, and I think that with it being Xbox exclusive, they are going to be able to optimize that thing so much better for Xbox Series S that Xbox Series S will be one hell of a bargain to play Call of Duty on. Your PlayStation 4 Pro can play Call of Duty at 4K at 60 frames a second with checkerboard rendering. Can it not? Can it not? It does, and it looks fine on the PlayStation 4 Pro. Like it looks good. People are happy with that. If people are happy with the product that they got on the PlayStation 4 Pro, the Xbox Series S is far more powerful than that and well more capable. I've played the Call of Duties on my Series S, and that is impressive. What I saw from Call of Duty Cold War is literally freaking impressive. To think that, wow, dude, you could play that and it looks this good on the Series S. That's a compelling thing. If Call of Duty is your thing, dude, and Series S is $300 and PlayStation $500, I don't see why. I don't see how. Yeah, I just don't see how I don't see how PlayStation or Xbox wouldn't use that to their advantage to grow those two bases. Like, why would they not want to sell as many freaking Xboxes as they can? I want Phil to hit Sony where it hurts because Sony has obviously been complacent, so complacent that they're doubling down on old exclusives and charging $10 more for. Yeah, dude, I got my $10. I already put that money on my wallet on the PlayStation to buy my freaking to buy my games. So yeah, dude, I can't believe I'm paying $10 for Uncharted upgrade. That game is so freaking old, man. But gosh, dude, I want to stream it for you guys this weekend. I want to be able to create some content on it. So so we're gonna do that. And I want to see Uncharted 4 at 4K. Like it's gonna be 30 frames a second, but dude, if your PlayStation 5 can only run Uncharted 4 at 4K at 30 frames a second, man, like I don't know what to freaking tell you. And if they bring it out and it doesn't have better textures and like better visuals and better geometry visuals and all of that stuff, then I'm going to be like, why did you charge me $10 for this? Why am I even paying extra money for this? Like all I get is 4K resolution. I mean, come on, man. The 30 frames a second. I don't know, man. That's one of the things I do love about Naughty Dog, though, is their games are at least native resolution, so they look good. They scale well on a 4K screen. They actually look really good running on 4K. They do look a little bit softer, but they're not ugly fuzzy. They're not fuzz K, so it looks great. Oh, why would COD players want a Series S even if they only play the main game in Warzone? That's all the storage. Besides that, those who play COD have a Madden or 2K game on size file 300. 1080p ain't enough. Well, you're right. They might not. I mean, dude, if they're playing Call of Duty on a freaking PlayStation 4 Pro right now, you don't think that the Series S could checkerboard render that to 4K for them, bro? I mean, seriously, man. Call of Duty could probably get they could probably render it about at checkerboard 4K, and Call of Duty knows how to do the checkerboard, man. That's what they do for the PlayStation. They checkerboard it so it looks better, and then they run it at native resolution on Xbox. I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible, bro. I mean, if a PS4 Pro can do checkerboard 4K, I'm pretty sure the Xbox Series S could do checkerboard 4K, and they could do COD at checkerboard 4K. Like they could find a way to do it. I've been playing Call of Duty Cold War on my freaking Series S, and it looks pretty dang good, man. I'm not complaining about it. It actually looks pretty dang good. I would be completely happy if I bought a Series S and that was what Call of Duty was going to look like this generation on it. I'd be satisfied. Oh, wait. It's not going to be 60 FPS? No, not the 4K version. 4K, you get 30 FPS, 1440p at 60 frames a second, Azen. And then you get 120 hertz 120 hertz mode at 1080p. So yeah, that's what you get out of that big, beautiful, bestest, strongest PlayStation 5. You get 4K at 30 frames a second. Wait. Why is it only 30 frames a second? Xbox One X was giving me 4K at 30 frames a second. I don't know, man. That's what Sony said. They told us. They came out and told us that's what it was going to be. COD players looking for Call of Duty on the PS6. What if COD is timed exclusive on Xbox instead? Yeah, I could see that being coming out every other year or something, like a year, 6 months on Xbox first. I could see. I mean, that would be fine too. Me personally, I'm not going to lose sleep if it goes to PlayStation. Like, I don't even care. Like, it's Xbox's. It's Microsoft's money, dude. However they want to use it and whatever they want to do. I'm just here to tell you, like, hey, man, if it were me, if it was my business and I was running Xbox, I would be using Call of Duty as the biggest bargaining chip to increase both Game Pass subscribers and consoles sold out the door. That's what I would be leveraging Call of Duty for. And if they did, like a 6 month, 6 month freaking exclusive on Xbox, day one Game Pass, yeah, dude, whatever. Give the PlayStation guys Call of Duty 6 months later. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, yeah, dude, that alone would be perfect. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with that. If you want the proper 4K Uncharted, wait for the PC port. Yeah, exactly. I think it launches the same day, Chris. I'm not pulling the rug out from under themselves. And others in 2023, they can create new exclusives like we saw earlier. I think that's going to be the main focus for Activision is they are going to repurpose a lot of those teams to building exclusive content for Xbox while still finishing out the deal they have with PlayStation and then figuring out how to take Call of Duty forward from there. Is Call of Duty going to, I mean, at best, you'll probably get Warzone still a multi-platform, but Call of Duty mainline games, I would think by the end of this generation they will be exclusive to Xbox. That's just my gut feeling, man. That's kind of how I feel about it right now. Like I feel like that's how it is going to. I mean, Sony's going to keep pulling games from Xbox players. They're going to keep doing their little timed exclusives with Square Games and everything else. And I do feel like Xbox should probably tell them, all right, man, like you're losing Call of Duty, then you're going to you're going to keep pulling third party exclusives from our guys. Yeah, we're gonna pull Call of Duty from the PlayStation platform. I could see Xbox standing up for the gamers like that, saying, "Hey, man, if you guys are going to continue to do these deals that are going to disrupt and take content away from our player base, then yeah, dude, we're going to pull Call of Duty from the PlayStation." And you know what I mean? And that's going to hurt PlayStation because they do. And I don't think PlayStation's going to make as much money off the Call of Duty franchise as they were before, anyways. Oh, I'm excited about Blizzard and hope they are given the funding and the time to make a good game. They did announce today that they're actually building out another some sort of a oh gosh dang it, a survival game that they're hiring for right now. So that's pretty cool, man. Blizzard's got some projects that are going. I would like to see Blizzard return to the greatness. Like I would. I feel like when they started doing Diablo 3 did really, really good on console. I thought it was pretty good. I think they were able to I think they were able to bring that over pretty good. And Blizzard 2, the one that they just remade, I like that. I like the way that I like the realistic look to it. I wish they would have done something with the animations, but I do like what they did with it. I am pretty happy with that purchase. I still have not gotten around to it. It is still currently in my backlog, but I will be getting to it eventually. Not even 6 months. All COD games will be exclusive after contracts. Better yet, they can just stop COD or rebrand it. Yeah, that's true. They could just take everybody on COD and put them all on the Halo team, dude. I mean, grow Halo. I think the best COD for me. So I started playing COD when it got on to when Black Ops 2 came out. That's when I started playing Call of Duty. It was Black Ops 2. I actually started playing Call of Duty on the PlayStation. To be completely honest with you, I started playing on PS4. And that was the one. Ever since World War II, the newest World War II game, I started buying them on Xbox. That was the last one I bought on PlayStation, was the World War II, and everything else has been on Xbox since then. I just think what Sony is doing with their games and PC for now, I for one bet my life it will be day and date in a year or two. Yeah, PlayStation games are going to PC day and date. I thought it was going to be by the end of this year, but I'm thinking maybe next year. It just depends. I know that they'll probably come out 6 months this year. I think the first one is going to be Horizon Forbidden West. Forbidden West is probably going to launch in September on the PC. Forget that I said play out a Sony playbook and just go full exclusive without a care. I think they should, man. Honestly, they should do that. Show PlayStation like, hey, man, we're not playing anymore, man. You guys want to keep freaking taking content from our fan base? Like, we have no problem snatching up Call of Duty. Call of Duty is at a let's be completely honest. Call of Duty is at a point where it could tip either way. They've beat that. They have beat that franchise a lot. Could it get better and be a lot better? Yeah. Call of Duty is freaking fun. When you get into Call of Duty and you start playing it, it's a fun game. It is a great experience. It's just it could be better. It could definitely be better. And with the extra development time, like a year in between each title, it could definitely be far better than it is right now. And it could regain that, like Call of Duty is on top. Like it could regain that freaking, crown, that crown 100%. There's no reason to take that hit. Activision COD team collab needs COD aren't generation defining games like Bethesda games. Yeah, that's true. I mean, COD is pretty much a everybody can play game for sure. And that's why it has such a big fan base, because everybody can get in on COD and play that. Sorry guys. Would like to see Skylanders back. Yeah, Skylanders. That would be pretty cool. I know that would help sell Series S's for sure if they did bring Skylanders back, and they would have to continue to do the toys and stuff. I mean, like my boy Junior, he loved those, dude. He loved Skylanders. I had to buy them every single year when they came out, man. A new Skylander set up, the new toys, everything. Like we had, yeah. He loved those things, man. On his Wii U, he had a ton of those. So yeah, I mean, I definitely would love to see Skylanders come back. But they kept pulling all those teams and putting them on Call of Duty. That's why I said Call of Duty needs a longer span, dude. Like they need to be able to, you need to be able to play those Call of Duties for a couple years. I personally would still be happy playing Modern Warfare right now. Like I would still be happy playing that game. But now it's all buried in all this other garbage that I'm just like, man, I'm not going to have all these things downloaded to play that game. World of War was that last one I really loved. It would definitely be pretty cool if they did go back and do a lot of stuff with those older games. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Why, what's up? I'm actually feeling really good today, guys. I went back to work today. I'm all cheerful and happy, and I survived. I made it through all 8 hours, guys, and it was pretty hard. Just got a little residual cough going on, man. I've had it for the last couple of days. If you guys haven't noticed, in all of my stuff, I just kind of had this. There's far too many negatives for such a brutish plan to feasibly become a net positive. It would be a lot. It would be kind of hard, man. But as long as Call of Duty, as long as they ease people over to it and start doing a lot of marketing, like, yeah, man, this is Xbox and Xbox, and start getting that in people's brains in their brains about Call of Duty and Xbox and how they're synonymous together now, that will move those Xbox consoles. People are going to buy those Xbox consoles to play Call of Duty in the best way you can play Call of Duty. Because let's face it, Xbox Series X has more power than PlayStation 5. So therefore, they can utilize that power to really push Call of Duty to its limits. They can't necessarily do that on a PlayStation 5. So you'll get a way better version on Xbox that would, and it's going to be chock full with goodies and exclusive to Xbox content and all that stuff. So, yeah, dude. People used to pay $150 freaking dollars a year for Call of Duty. You don't think they would buy an Xbox? Really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going to need a 16 terabyte or larger drive to store all those games. Yeah, dude, seriously. Now I've got what, 13, 14 terabytes of storage already, man. Like, oh my freaking gosh, dude. Xbox I think they have 20% more power. And it could be done. COD died after Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2019 saved it, and Warzone changed the landscape. Right after Warzone, Black Ops and Vanguard was trash, but people bought them for Warzone guns. Yeah, exactly. People bought them just for guns. I mean, like, I believe that. I seriously believe that. I really loved Modern Warfare 2019. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love that one as much as I don't really care much about Vanguard. I liked the other Call of Duty World War II one far better. I love that game. It was way better than what they put out this time, but I don't know. I mean, me personally, I still don't recommend picking up Vanguard, dude, just because I don't know, man. Wait till it's on Game Pass and play it. You know what I mean? Difference is forcing them versus letting them come over because of value proposition. Yeah, I don't see Xbox forcing people over. I think that build up to delivering what they're supposed to with whatever contract or whatever thing they have with PlayStation. I think that's going to be the moving phase. I think they're going to really start amping up Call of Duty as an Xbox game studio type deal. And that there's gonna help people. And with, dude, just it being day one on Game Pass is going to be enough to make somebody scratch their head. Should I buy? Should I buy? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that. I mean, if Call of Duty is your only game that you play, yeah, you're just going to buy it. Like, why would you buy a Game Pass subscription for twice the amount of the game just to play Call of Duty? But I mean, the Game Pass subscription is going to give you add-ons. It's going to give you perks. It's going to give you all kinds of different stuff. You just know, just so you know, I'm a rare Sony pony that loves Xbox as well. Oh, welcome. What's up, man? A new sub to the channel. Oh, that's cool, man. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of us. Ultron, former Sony fanboys, Sony fanboys. That we just love Xbox, dude. We're gamers. We like video games. Yeah, dude. I do watch Dark. Dark he's actually been on my channel before. Definitely have him on again. Dark is pretty freaking cool. Modern Warfare 19 was so good. I liked Modern Warfare 19, man. A lot of people said it was campy and stuff, but I like that slow, methodical movement to where that one was. I like that a lot more. That was more in sync with how I like to play my first-person shooters. But now that Insurgency Sandstorm is out there and it's on console, you know what I mean? Like, I like Insurgency Sandstorm. Insurgency Sandstorm reminds me of SOCOM in first person. Like, I like it. I like playing that game. It's kind of like a cross between SOCOM and Rainbow Six, kind of smashed together. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of Sony fanboys out here making us ponies look bad, man. Yes, there are. There's a lot of them that just, I don't know, man. I personally do believe that PlayStation puts a lot of care and a lot of craft into making their games. All of their games look amazing. They put a lot of care and a lot of craft into those. But they're not that much better than something you can buy on Xbox. I mean, let's just be completely honest. Like, I've played all of these Xbox first-party exclusives. I've shown them side by side on this channel, running right next to each other, and I'm like, dude, Gears of War and God of War, if Gears of War ran at 30 frames a second, it could look just as good as God of War, if not better. It could have, because the Xbox One X had more power. It could have definitely looked better. But getting that thing to run at 4K at 60 frames a second, I'd much rather prefer the 60 frames a second over the really pretty 4K checkerboard, man. Like, ain't nothing wrong with being a Sony consumer, as long as you're not one of those clowns crying over to YouTube. I know, man. Yeah, dude. This is a neutral channel for the most part. Like, this is neutral, dude. I'm not gonna freak out on anybody for liking PlayStation, dude. I got a PlayStation right there, man. I play PlayStation. Like, I have that PlayStation so I can play first party exclusives. Like, that's what I bought it for. Horizon Forbidden West is my most anticipated one this year. God of War is whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'll buy it. You know, it's kind of a bonus. I played the first one. I really like that. But Gran Turismo 7, my ranking for those right now is Assetto Corsa Competizione. I get a next gen upgrade for that next month. Forza 7, and then Gran Turismo. The reason I like Forza 7 more is trackside detail. I like the way that the environment looks far better than Gran Turismo. But Gran Turismo is where I started. So I'm always going to love Gran Turismo, and I'm always going to buy Gran Turismo. A lot of ponies will change over to Xbox this gen. Yes, they will. Crap Gamer's already on his way back. He's like, come on, Xbox, open the door. Let me back in, man. Please, you bought Call of Duty. I want to be back in. I see every time I see one of his videos pop up, because here's the thing. Everybody that I've subscribed to before I started my YouTube channel 9 months ago, I haven't unsubscribed from any one of them. And I wouldn't, you know, like, once you subscribe to somebody, once you see something that somebody makes and you like that, why would you unsubscribe from them? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, yeah, you're not going to agree with them every single time, but they obviously made an impact on you to where you're like, man, I want to be a part of it. Like, I like that. Like, I like that person. I want to subscribe to that. I mean, like, seriously, clicking on somebody's thing and subscribing to them, it's free. It didn't cost me any money, right? So why would I unsubscribe from them? Obviously, they did something that I liked that one time. So yeah, if they got me to the point where I click that subscribe button, dude, I ain't ever gonna unsubscribe. But I do. I watch, you know, I haven't really watched Crap Gamer a lot lately, but I could see in his things, he's like, oh man, I'm coming back to Xbox. You know, basically, he's always talking about Xbox now. It's like, come on, man. Don't be a bandwagon guy, bro. If you're gonna be like, just like video games, man. Just like video games. Yes, this channel is um it, this channel is an Xbox centric channel. Like we will be covering as much Xbox content on this channel as possible. But when PlayStation does put something out that I want to play that I'm interested in, I am going to bring that to the channel as well. And I'm going to cover that, the best way I can. I have really high expectations for Forza Horizon Forbidden West right now. I really do. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be happy with it. I'm really looking forward to it. That is my most anticipated PlayStation game right now, and I'm really, I'm really even, as long as it looks as good as Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like I'm going to be happy with that. You know what I mean? I prefer native resolution. I do. I prefer native resolution. I don't really like checkerboard rendering, but it is what it is. As long as it can hold up to at least Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm not going to complain about it at all. Like I'm probably not going to say anything bad about it, unless the story goes completely freaking off the rails and it's just the dumbest story ever. Like I'm warning you guys right now. I probably won't say anything bad about Horizon Forbidden West. I will mention the checkerboard. Like I will mention the checkerboard, but for the most part, as long as it's not too distracting, and it's probably not going to bug me. Oh, last PS I had EA Triple Play that was rebranded to MVP Baseball. A lot of people are starting to wake up. Same with me. As much as I've been a Sony guy, I may have to switch up for a little while to be in the Xbox. You don't even have to be an Xbox, man. Like Ultron. I've been playing PlayStation since PlayStation 1. Like I've had every single PlayStation. I've got PlayStation VR. I've had both PSP and PS Vita. I've bought everything PlayStation. You could literally say I was a Sony fanboy. I used to manage a game crazy when the first Xbox came out, and that was my first interaction with Xbox ever. I played a lot of the original Xbox. 360, not so much. I mean, I got like 6,000 gamer score on the whole 360 generation. But PlayStation 3 is where I did a lot of my PlayStation gaming. PlayStation 4, I didn't even buy an Xbox One until Forza Horizon 3 Blizzard Mountain launched. That's when I bought the Xbox One. And from then on, like Xbox One X, it delivered a better 4K experience on a 4K TV for me. So I started buying all my third-party games on Xbox. Is that for me? Or is that yours? I'll tell Mom I'll get some in a little while. I'll get some when I'm done. I'm not really that hungry right this second. As a guy who uses his Series X as an exclusive or 2K machine, it's kind of hard to be excited when the stuff everyone's happy about is years away. That was my tipping point last gen, all the waiting. That's the thing, man. Like Shaq, if you're whatever console you're buying your third-party exclusives on, that's the one you're going to favor the most. And that's why I probably favor my Xbox Series X the most, is because I buy all of Xbox. Proved to me last generation that that it was a safe bet to buy my third-party games on the Xbox. And I've been doing that since. It doesn't have anything to do with the PlayStation 5's power or anything like that. Like I feel safer having my money invested in the Xbox. And when they brought out the Series X, they proved to me that was the right choice, because my games got instantly upgraded. They looked better. They felt better. And you can say what you want, but you can look at Red Dead Redemption 2 on a PlayStation 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 on an Xbox Series X, and there is a clear winner. Corbin Smith, dude, I don't hate. Stay strong. Yeah. At least there's fluff in between the wait. Though only got to wait 11 months for Starfield, but it's worth the wait. That's what I'm saying, man. If you're waiting for your Xbox fanboy, wait, what is all that? What are all these things right here? Ambulance, tractors. Oh, he's artistic. That's cool. Appreciate that. What's really happening? Are you being mean today? Are you in a mean mood? Are you being angry? Are you being salty? Are you sad? What's going on, buddy? Come on, man. You guys can call me an Xbox fanboy all you want. Almost 80 billion spent on Xbox since 2018. But what do you have that PlayStation doesn't? Nothing. Nothing, man. Like nobody is saying that Xbox is better than PlayStation, and nobody's saying that PlayStation's better than Xbox. That's what I don't get, man. Like I have been telling you guys since the day I started this channel, I think you should have both consoles because both of them are going to have good things that you can play on both of them. And if you're a gamer, then that's going to be okay. Did that make sense now? I mean, like I strongly recommend buying both consoles. I think that Xbox has got a better value proposition because you can sign up for Game Pass and you don't have to pay full price for all those mid trash games that everybody talks about. Or you could just, keep paying $70 for all the PlayStation games, man. I don't care. That's up to you, man. Like, I think that $80 billion. Yeah, that's a lot of money to spend on a platform that you're going to go third party, dude. I don't know, man. $80 billion is a lot of money, man. Like none of us are ever going to see that. And I don't care, man. That shows commitment to the Xbox platform that they are here to play now, man. RDR Red Dead Redemption 2 running on the PS4 Pro version, which is 1440p, and the Series X running at 2160p. That's the difference. You're not wrong. No, Red Dead Redemption 2 is running at 1440p checkerboard to 4K. It is running at 4K, but it is checkerboard, so it makes it look a lot different. And that's what I'm saying. That's the biggest reason I started buying my games on Xbox, Shaq, is because I was getting a better version of those games that was giving me a better experience on my 4K TV. That's basically the thing. You can do the dumb voice, but every video I have seen lately, there is a clear bias. Every video that I've made lately has been more toward Xbox. Yes, you're right. You're completely right, dude. You are 100% right. What's happening? What's really happening? PlayStation doesn't give me anything to talk about, dude. Is that my fault as a content creator? Is that my fault that PlayStation hasn't given me anything really, really good to talk about? That's not my fault, man. That's not my fault. PlayStation has been really tight-lipped this generation. They have not given me anything to talk about. Xbox buys companies all the time, or they put games on the Game Pass, or they always giving me a reason to be happy, to be excited, to talk about them. And I stopped a little while back because I could see myself starting to go, like the whole Xbox better than PlayStation route. I could see that. So I have tried to avoid saying as much negative stuff about PlayStation as I possibly can, because I'm not here to tear down PlayStation. I'm really not, man. I'm here to build up gaming and to be excited about gaming. But yeah, you're 100% right. This is an Xbox centric channel, and I do talk a lot more about Xbox on the Xbox centric channel. But when there's good things about PlayStation, I do bring them up. I do talk about them, and I try not to cover them with bias. When you see the comparison videos of me putting a PlayStation game next to an Xbox game, that's not me trying to say, oh, look, Xbox game is better. That's just me showing you hey, man, they're not that much better. I mean, it's not really as bad as the PlayStation fanboys would try to have you believe, dude. They're really not that bad. Yeah, dude, like Uncharted is probably one of my favorite games, man, that came out. I would say out of all the PlayStation stuff that came out in the PlayStation 4, Horizon Zero Dawn was my favorite new IP. I am looking forward to playing that game, and I'm going to have fun with that. When Uncharted comes out on Friday, you bet your bottom dollar, dude, we're going to be streaming at least Uncharted 4. There was somebody in the community that said they hadn't played the other one, the Lost Legacy, but I think Lost Legacy is really good too. For what it was about 8 hours. It's a really good game, and it's definitely pretty cool. Besides the RDR2 visual difference, I didn't see much better last gen when comparing One X to PS4 Pro. That's why I have no problem buying my third-party games on PS5. There was a lot of games that I bought on the Xbox One X that clearly were not doing that well on the PlayStation 4 Pro. You don't need to rip down PlayStation. Sony have their fans. I know, huh, dude? I really don't need to rip down on PlayStation, and I've tried to move away from that because I don't care. I don't need to tear down PlayStation to build Xbox up, man. Like I don't need to do that. But I mean, all the PlayStation fanboy channels, they're out there, trying to tear down Xbox, trash games is trash. And trust me, I know that's what they're doing because all their little friends come to my channel and try to spout that nonsense while we're going through here. And then we have to time them out and stuff because it's nonsense, man. I've got both consoles. Do I think the PlayStation? I do think the X. I mean, clearly the Xbox has better tech. It does have better tech. The SSD and the PlayStation 5 is amazing. The PlayStation 5, believe it or not, is one hell of a value when it comes to if you want to be a content creator, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you have a PlayStation 5, that thing has a built-in capture card. That's a $200 value. You can capture up to it, I think it's like an hour and a half or 2 hours of 1080p, or you can do a 30-minute video in 4K, like native 4K at 60 frames a second. And then you can, with your Share Factory, get in there and create that, build thumbnails, create a whole video, and then post that directly to YouTube from your PlayStation 5, which saves you a ton of money. You don't even need a PC. So yeah, if you have a PlayStation 5 and you want to be a content creator, dude, you are fully set up to be able to at least do gameplay videos. Like you're more than set up to do that, and you're more than set up to stream directly to YouTube. So yeah, that is an amazing value. It is an amazing value. If you want to, if you want to skip out on buying a PC and all that stuff and just use your PlayStation 5, yeah, the only thing you need is a PlayStation 5, the game, the camera, and you're set because your controller has a microphone in it. So that is one of the best things about the PlayStation 5 this generation is that, yeah, dude, that really does make a big difference. And being able to make my videos from the PlayStation 5 in 4K and then put them on YouTube, that's pretty cool, man. Xbox doesn't do that. And I really think the Xbox should be doing that because that definitely gives PlayStation 5 a clear advantage when it comes to future content creators that want to get into the space and want to start creating content and spreading the joy of games. There's plenty of room for all of us. There's plenty of room for all of us. Okay, dude, think about this. $80 billion spent by Xbox since 2018. And what exclusive game do you have to talk about? Nothing. Why does that even matter? It see, that's where you guys get caught up what's really happening. That's why you guys are getting too caught up in that. It doesn't matter. For Xbox, exclusives do not matter anymore. All that matters is putting content into Game Pass that you don't have to pay $70 for, that you don't have to pay for, that you can play at your leisure when you want without having the full expense of buying that game. That's all that matters. And until you guys understand and realize that, and you keep running around with this $80 billion, $80 billion. They spent $80 billion and they don't have any exclusives. They don't have any. You're missing the complete freaking point, dude. It's flying right over your freaking head. You're like, you guys are spinning around in circles about how much money they spent and not having any exclusives. Game Pass is freaking packed with solid games, with mid games that you can play for $15 a month. Hundreds of them for $15 a month. As soon as that sinks in and that hits you, man, you're going to be like, whoa, dude, whoa. Games that I've literally this year spent over $5,000 from have all been in Game Pass, dude. $5,000 is a lot of money. That's a pretty big down payment on a freaking new truck, man. $5,000 when I could have paid, gosh, $170 for that, man. Dang, man, $170, and I could have played every single one of those games. Some of them, yeah, I wouldn't have got to play day one, but I would have got to pay them for $15 a month. For $170, I would have got to play all those games. So as soon as that sinks in, as soon as you guys understand and realize that, hey, man, Xbox is saving these people a ton of money. They literally don't have to buy any freaking games because they have plenty of stuff to play. Like Xbox gives you that. And then you can sit back and you can be like, all right, cool. What do I really want to play? What do I really want to play? Okay, well, maybe I will spend that $60, $70 on the Call of Duty, because I can afford that because of all the money I've saved, and I've been able to play so much content that I'm so busy that I don't need to just make random freaking purchases. I could take time. I don't need to buy the game right when it comes out. I could wait for it to go on sale. Like, you guys don't understand that it doesn't matter about exclusives for Xbox anymore. Like, period. Like, you should not even be worried about that. That doesn't matter. It's literally irrelevant. As long as there's a game on Game Pass that you can get on Game Pass every single month without having to pay money for, Xbox is winning. Xbox is winning. Hey, me, how's it going, man? I don't get Nintendo centric channels being an ass, and I hate Nintendo, so why the hell would I go to those? Both systems are both very similar. They are. Gears. Let's see. Man, I just went on that whole weird tangent. Now everybody is Frog. I'm on Game Pass nightly. There's tons of filler and old ass game. Yeah, you're right. There is. There's tons of filler and a lot of crap on there, bro. There is. Like, nobody can deny that. You flip through freaking Netflix, dude. There's a lot of crap on there I would never watch either. It is what it is. The fact that, Call of Duty buying Activision, putting all those games in there, or Microsoft buying Activision, putting all those games in there is so much stuff that's coming. And you can't tell me that they didn't just drop Extraction, bro. Extraction, Hitman 1, 2, and 3. They just dropped both of those games the other day, like, for free on Game Pass as part of your subscription service. You pay $170 a year, and then you just sit back and you play what you want to play. And then if something comes out that you want to that isn't on Game Pass and you want to play it, then yeah, man, you're gonna have to buy that. Sorry, you're gonna have to buy that. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Poor babies are not getting everything they want on Game Pass. Yeah, dude, Game Pass is not going to completely remove the whole freaking thing of you having to buy games still. Like, that's not the case. That's not ever going to happen. There are going to be games that you're going to want to play that aren't going to be on Game Pass. So yeah, you're going to have to still eventually buy games. But like, if there's so much stuff on Game Pass that Xbox is losing money, that their income is going down on new game sales, I think Game Pass is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's saving people a lot of money. And then, you're going to have to wait for games. Like, anybody that's saying exclusives, I don't get it, man. You're literally waiting all year long. I mean, PlayStation 5 is, every single one of the games that are coming out are going to PlayStation 4, except for Forspoken that we know about. There might be other stuff that they have yet to announce or that's coming out this year. But everything else is going to be cross-gen with PlayStation 4, man. Like, how can you guys even... I don't get it, man. Oh, I bought more games. I've bought more games now that I have Game Pass than I ever did. There's a lot of games that I played on Game Pass that I would have never even thought to pick up, man. Like, wow, dude. And I mean, there's some that, like, I've played them and I'm like, wow, this game is great. I need to support this developer, and I buy the game. Like Exo-1, amazing game. Amazing game. Like, who would have thought that I wanted to play a little ball flying around? Like, it's like Tony Hawk addicting, man. If there was a scoreboard, it would be cooler. How's it going, guys? Oh, we're doing good, Delusional Grandeur. How are you doing, man? You just missed the big finale, bro. You just missed all the goodness. I don't know. Are you still here? What's really happening, man? Like, do you think what I said was realistic? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm having KFC for dinner. Damn, Mr. Dude. Always talking about all that good food. I'm having nachos when I'm done. Nope. Ghostwire Tokyo is not cross-gen. That is I believe that one's full next gen. So, I mean, yeah, there's Ghostwire Tokyo, but isn't that one kind of up in the air right now? We don't even have a release date for that right at the moment. That's why I didn't say Ghostwire Tokyo, because I don't think we have a release date for that for the moment. I think it's still, they're still trying to figure out what's going on with that one. So that could possibly come out in 2023, but it is slated to try to launch this year. So yeah, I mean, we could talk about Ghostwire Tokyo, but yeah, remove the desire to buy games and just rent. I mean, is that a bad thing? Honestly, what's really happening? Is that a bad thing? I know I've got probably 60 games in my collection that I bought digital that I don't care about. Like I don't necessarily need to own those games. I mean, is that a bad thing? Yeah, you play the game on Game Pass. And like I just said a second ago, if I really like the game, I will buy it, to support the developer, to let them know that, hey man, I really like this game and I wanted to own it, so I bought it. So yeah, you're right. Removing the desire to buy games and just rent. Some people aren't going to sit well with that, but it is what it is, man. Like there's plenty of games that I've bought in my life and that I've played that I could care less if I owned them or not. Saved me like $250 last fall, winter alone, and having combo to satisfy the ponies. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of skipping through a little bit of stuff. He changed the question again. Sony Ponies 101 right out of the playbook. Yeah, that's just, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. Call of Duty on Xbox exclusive will destroy PlayStation. Yeah, it's gonna have a major effect on PlayStation if it goes exclusive to Xbox. That is for sure. Yeah, real fans love to support. Developers. We're not like Doc, who claims to support the industry when it's an all hip. There's a lot of gamers out there, man. There's a lot of gamers out there, my friend, that Ultron. There's a lot of gamers out there that do game on a budget, man. There's a lot of guys that will buy a game and then trade it right back into to GameStop. Mike Miller, what's up, man? A little something to support you. Get Dying Light 2 Frog. Love the first one. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely picking it up for sure. We will be streaming that next week, I believe. I think it's next week, isn't it? I think, yeah, dude, like next Friday. Like we will be playing freaking Dying Light 2, man. That's going to be pretty cool. Let's see, Ultran. Yeah, so I don't know. I like Doc, man. I think he's he's doing the best he can for what he wants to do with it, man. Like if he wants to be a budget gamer, dude, that's him, man. That's all, that's his decision, bro. And that's fine, man. There's a lot of people out there that, yeah, dude, if you don't got the money or you don't have the money to play something, man, like Game Pass is freaking amazing for that type of person. Is amazing because now you get to experience gaming like I experience gaming because I buy everything day one when it comes out. So now you get to play games like I play games, man. What's wrong with that? I'm glad everybody gets to play games like I play games, man. Like that's cool. Yeah, COVID. What did you get? COVID hoops? 2 weeks now. So dang, dude, that really sucks, man. Yeah, I'm kind of over my symptoms now. So your eyes probably messed up in the wall to check more. I know. PlayStation guy here, and I think Game Pass is hella good. Yeah, dude. Game Pass is so amazing for people that just, dude, if you're a PlayStation guy and you buy an Xbox 360 or an Xbox Series S or Series X and you get Game Pass, that's cool, man. You save a lot of money and being able to play all of Microsoft's games while being able to continue to buy your PlayStation games day one, man. How is that not a good deal? I don't understand how people don't freaking understand that this is good for gaming. Mike Miller. Oh, yeah, there we go. Another member. Thank you. Welcome, Mike Miller. Getting Pokemon. Are you getting a new one? Pokemon. I got Pokemon, dude. I do have Pokemon. The Diamond and Pearl. I do have those. I made a video, dude. Like 35 people watched it, so I didn't upload anymore. So it was kind of a waste of time, I mean, 35 views on that. I'm like, yep. And I put it out the day it came out too, and I'm like, okay, yep, nope. I love the fact that Game Pass brings great value to those who are unfortunate. My only problem is subscription models lowers quality. How is that? That is not the case, dude. I literally sat here while I was sick in bed and I streamed the whole season of Vikings. And you know what, dude? That was some pretty freaking high quality content, man. That was really high quality content right there on a streaming service, man. So you can't say that. If anything, Game Pass having such an easy or low barrier to access for stuff. If freaking look at it this way, these games are going to get are trial by fire. If a developer comes out with a game, they're like, yeah, man, we want $70 for this because it's great, and they bring that game out and it's no better than anything you've played on Game Pass, you're going to be like, wow, dude, wow, man. Like, why did I buy this game when I could have just waited for it to come out on Game Pass, man? I've paid for a lot of games that I've played something equal in value that's on Game Pass right now, Shaq. So I don't get why you guys would even say that, dude. Like, I could see if a lot of stuff starts coming out. You can't compare indie games and like AA games, bro. You can't do that because there's a lot of games out there on Game Pass that are solid games, man. They're games that we would buy. If anything, maybe the developers that are still selling us games for full price, maybe they should really be instead of making safe games, they should really start to push the boundaries of just what the heck games can be. And they should. If I can get mid-tier games that are just that are safe on Game Pass all day long, cool, man. I want something solid for my extra 60, $70, man. I want a solid freaking experience for my $70. And you know what? To tell you the truth, man, I ain't seen nothing better than Flight Simulator yet. I still haven't seen a true next gen experience like Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator, I can fly all over this planet. Can't do that on any other game, man. Can't do that on any other game. I mean, like, yeah, ray tracing looks all right, but I'm cool with screen space reflections. 60 FPS. I love 60 FPS. That there is a next gen feature for me that we used to have back on PlayStation 2. So I don't know. Is it next gen, dude? That was like 5 gens ago. It wasn't until 360 and PlayStation 3 came out that we like started getting way better graphics and less FPS. So I don't know, man. Like 60 FPS used to be the standard back in the day. Now it's not the standard. You rocking that Adidas hat again. Yep. I love my Adidas hat. I had mama buy it for me, man. I used to have a black one. I love Adidas. All day I dream about. Game Pass has tons of games, over 80 on Metacritic. Saying Game Pass lessens the quality of games. BS. I can honestly say that everything except for Flight Simulator is basically a safe experience on Game Pass, and that's true. Like there's no beating around the bush and saying otherwise. They are safe experiences. They are all built in the same mold that they've been built in for the last 2 generations, 3 generations. It's time for these developers out there that still insist on selling us these games at full price to start thinking out of the box and build us games that are worth playing again. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, Cyberpunk should have probably been a Game Pass game. Battlefield 2042 should have been a Game Pass game. Call of Duty Vanguard should have been a Game Pass game. Nothing has been iterated on in so long. Microsoft Flight Simulator is the first game we've gotten that is actually pushing the boundaries of what next gen gaming could, should, and would be if these developers started to utilize that technology. Imagine playing, imagine playing Call it or Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but they're using that AI tech to stream in the actual freaking full scale islands and land masses of ancient Greece, and like going in there and touching them up, and making them look like ancient Greece and stuff like that or whatever, and using the AI to upscale those and stuff. Would they have like, and I mean, they can beautify, certain things and make it look better or whatever, but imagine being able to actually use that technology to where it takes you that long to, and then you actually get like a full-fledged, Odyssey, or saying that all of the AI for the NPCs is actually calculated in the cloud and beamed to your console, so that when they're out there doing things and living a real life and creating new experiences or extenuating circumstances that would cause your character to have to react to things in real time. That is where I see Microsoft being able to go with the technology that it has and what's built into the Xbox. I don't think PlayStation has that. PlayStation is just another Nintendo. It's another freaking regular video game console that has prettier graphics and 30 frames per second at checkerboard 4K. Like I'm not mad about that. That's what PlayStation sold me. They didn't promise me anything else. Microsoft promised me my dreams. They did. And when I saw what they could do with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I was like, okay, like I'm getting some pretty cool dreams that I'm really hoping that you guys are going to be able to deliver. Um, will that come this generation? Maybe not. Will it come next generation? I really hope so. They're talking about the metaverse with Microsoft. I'm ready for a new experience like that. I'm ready for a game that can be made to where I could literally play that because I love story content. And if there's in-game systems with AI that could create new circumstances to where it would completely build on a story or give me something to do in a big open world, I'm 100% in on that. Because you look at Microsoft Flight Simulator, the whole world, like, yeah, I mean, the visuals look pretty dang good. They look convincing enough to be like, wow, man, I'm actually flying across the planet. And that looks pretty realistic. But if I'm walking around on the ground in a game with AI, say it's just like I said, all the Greek islands, and I've got that room, and that's all that it has to stream in. Those visuals could be far better because it's not as big as the whole world. So that's what I'm looking forward to this generation. Everybody's sitting here running around, but like, oh man, but I want I want PlayStation's really pretty graphics and stuff. That's cool, man. That's what I got a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5 for. I'll be able to play those games. I'll be able to enjoy them as a Nintendo type console. Like, I'm cool with that, man. That's perfectly fine. That's what I expect from PlayStation, and that's all. Player One VR. Yeah. See, I mean, but Player One VR is a little bit different. Instead of AI, it's actual other people's that are in the metaverse. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. That's like the next best thing. But being able to have like AI to build circumstances in a game for you, that's pretty good. But my Fuzz K5 checkerboard is the best console. Yeah. See, I don't really mind. I mean, I do mind. I don't really like checkerboard rendering, but my thought on the PlayStation 5 is, hey, man, this is just another video game console. This is the fifth PlayStation video game console. That's cool. Like, I'm not mad at PlayStation for being that. That's what they sold me. I accept that. Cool. Let's get some of these. Now, if you look at what Xbox has sold me, they've told me they've sold me Power of the Cloud. They've sold me on all this other stuff. And I'll be completely honest with you. When freaking Crackdown 3 came out and it was a flop and it didn't do what they said, I started thinking, I don't know, man. Like, quit talking about the cloud. If it's not going to do what you say it's going to do, quit talking about the cloud. And then they bring out Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm like, wow, that actually works. And oh, that's pretty cool, man. Like, imagine what else we could do with this technology. And I'm like, yeah, dude. And I start getting hyped about that. It starts getting me excited back to the days when I'm like, oh man, imagine what they could do with 3D graphics when I was in my 20s, and Xbox and PlayStation 2 were coming out. I have that level of excitement again toward video games in the Xbox ecosystem. I haven't had that since PlayStation 2, since Xbox when they first came out. Those were probably my most hyped generations back then, was those consoles. And now I'm starting to really feel that again for Xbox and the possibilities of what they can actually bring and what's possible now. And Microsoft Flight Simulator is literally that freaking proof that that is possible. So, yeah, like, we're playing a lot of safe games. A lot of them safe games are in Game Pass. I'm glad them safe games are in Game Pass, because whenever I just want to speed through one of them and get one of those safe experiences, boom, they're right there. I don't have to pay full price for them. They're right there in Game Pass. That's amazing. Now let's see the developers that are still going to insist that I pay them $100 for Battlefield 2042. How come they didn't deliver on that? I made a video a little while back saying that, yeah, dude, this is probably going to be the next Anthem. And turns out it's probably going to be the next Anthem. Checkerboard rendering is ass, Polly. Yes, it is, my friend. I don't like checkerboard rendering. I do not think checkerboard rendering upscaled from PlayStation 4 Pro to PlayStation 5 well at all. I don't think those games did a very good job. I would much rather 1440p native. They hype anything that is Sony exclusive. Look at the first Horizon. Was the most genius game ever. When only PS few later hit PC. Man, who cares? I know, huh? Nobody seems to care about it now. And that was one of my favorite new IPs from PlayStation last generation. I like it. I like it enough to where I'm buying the second game, dude. I want to see what Aloy's story turns into, man. I think it's gonna be great. Mike Miller Media does that for every PS exclusive. They were saying Insomniac is the best dev. I don't, dude. Insomniac's Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is one of the freaking most high tech kid games I've ever seen in my life. That's insane. They put that much freaking detail into that when they could have like really pushed the boundaries and made one hell of a freaking cool kid game with a big giant open world and stuff. Oh man, it was a tech demo. It, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart's a tech demo, and it looks good and it does what it's supposed to do. But I mean, they could have really expanded and finally made Ratchet and Clank an amazing adventure that could have lasted you like 40 hours. They could have done that, but they didn't. They chose to sell you a safe experience tech demo for $70. That's what PlayStation did with that. And dude, PlayStation's been doing that for as long as I've been a PlayStation fan, man. You always get those one or two games that come out and they're like super high quality tech demos, and boom, that's what they were. Order 1886 was a freaking tech demo, man. This is predictable. This is a predictable pattern. Yeah. I was so disappointed with the new Battlefield game. Yeah, dude, the new Battlefield game after the honeymoon phase wore off, yeah, it just was not worth that. I think you're a PC guy who hasn't realized it yet. PlayStation and Nintendo leading the industry in what they do best, make games. Asking for things outside of that is why Xbox is third place. I don't necessarily see Xbox as third place, dude. I don't know, man. I don't. I personally believe Xbox is leading things. I feel like Nintendo is perfectly happy just doing what they're doing, making kids games. I feel like PlayStation is trying to position themselves as like a premium brand, and it's like, dude, how are you going to say you're a premium brand when like Xbox is like light years ahead of you in terms of technology? It doesn't make any sense, man. Like, but you guys can keep believing that all you want. Like, that's fine, man. I'm just here to talk to you about how I feel about gaming and what I feel like is happening in gaming and what's gotten me excited about it. And like, I don't care if PlayStation's in first, third, or whatever place. I got a PlayStation 5 right there. I clearly support PlayStation and what they are doing. I wouldn't have bought a PlayStation 5 if I didn't. God of War on PC is great. Yeah. Ponies was saying Battlefield and COD would be better than Halo. Yeah, that did not age well. Halo was definitely my favorite first-person shooter of last gen or of last year. I was so hyped for that game. I wanted to play it on my gaming PC, but I said, nah, I won't waste my money on trash. Yeah, you're probably good just waiting for it to come to Game Pass and then play it on your PC, bro. It'll be there soon. I don't give two hours about how awesome cutscenes look. Exactly, man. Like the cutscenes in PlayStation games look freaking amazing. But when you get out of that, that's why every freaking video I've showed of like an Xbox game running next to a PlayStation game, I've tried to do cutscene free gameplay, man, so that you guys could see that, like, wow, dude, when they're actually in game, they look almost exactly the same. Puerto Rock 77 is volcanoing right now on his stream. Wow, man, maybe he should like stop doing that and come and watch my stream, bro. Maybe he'll get enlightened a little bit. Breath of the Wild, Shambox elements were great. I hope Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I think Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be pretty dang good. Like Nintendo does a good job, PlayStation does a good job. I don't have any axe to grind with either of those two consoles. I mean, clearly that's my PlayStation 5 back there. Here's my Nintendo Switch right here. Like, yeah, dude, when they put out a game that I want to play, I'd play it. I buy it. I play the game. That's what gamers do, man. Then when this channel first started, it was supposed to be a neutral channel. But gosh, dude, Xbox is just Like this isn't a Xbox centric channel now, but I will not turn my back on PlayStation or Nintendo. Like I'm not going to do that. I enjoy playing their games, and I'm going to play their games, and I'm going to talk about them and be excited about them when they come out. And if my Xbox fans don't like that, oh my gosh, that's going to be really, really bad. But you see, I've noticed that over the last 9 months that I've had this channel, the Xbox crowd, my Xbox fans are far more likely to be accepting of what PlayStation and Nintendo do, as opposed to the PlayStation guys that are always just here to tell us just how bad Xbox is. And that's crap, dude, because Xbox as a system, as a console, makes solid games. They are more than capable of making games. If the coalition was to say, all right, guys, let's make a 4K 30 game, I guarantee it would be on the level of every single PlayStation first party game out there. I guarantee they could do it. I guarantee if they were to sacrifice the fluidity for visuals, yeah, dude, you would get a game that is on par or even better looking, because let's face it, the Xbox has more power. So it would be better looking than what the PlayStation 5 is doing. And that's a literal fact. If they were to drop, and just do 4K 30, they could be as good or better than anything that PlayStation is putting out. Because let's face it, I mean, it's a fact. The Xbox has more power. The Coalition are masters with Unreal Engine. You cannot tell me that they could not completely freaking match pixel for pixel or better with a PlayStation game. Like, you can't tell me that. After playing Gears of War 5 and God of War side by side, you can't tell me that if they were to drop back to 30 frames a second, that they couldn't do better. Like, really? You really want to go with that argument? I thought the story for Gears 5 was pretty compelling. I didn't see it being completely I thought the story of Gears 5 was far better than The Last of Us 2, man. Like, way better. Yeah, I was gonna say they already did that with Gears 5. Yeah, like Breath of the Wild sucked. I'm a huge Zelda fan, but the lack of variation of enemies and a big negative for me. I actually enjoyed the puzzles and I never even completed all of the Breath of the Wild, but I mean, I kind of got a little. I don't know. A lot of that was the visuals for me, man. I probably should try to play it again now that I got this 1440p monitor. Well, you just meant graphically? No way, Andrew. Unreal 5 can only run on the PlayStation 5. Dude, all the stuff that those guys came out with, man. Hidebusters at 4K 60 on par with any PS game. Game looks amazing. Yeah. I agree with that. And like I'm saying, dude, I mean, like I said, if they were to drop to 30 frames a second, unpopular thought, imagine how much better that could look, man, because they would have so much more budget to really spruce up the visuals, man. And that's a fact, dude. Like, people want to say that PlayStation first party or whatever. I'll start giving them that credit when they start bringing out games that look amazing and run at 60 frames a second. When they start bringing out games that look as good as Gears 5 at 60 frames a second, okay, yeah, without checkerboard rendering, okay, man. Because I mean, they should at least be able to do that, because they could run that Gears 5 on the Xbox One X, bro. So and the PlayStation 5 is far more powerful than the Xbox One X. So I would love to see that happen, man. When they can do that, boom, yeah, we'll be happy. We'll be happy with some multiplayer. Yeah, there's a multiplayer sneaky. The Matrix demo wasn't running UE5 on Xbox. It was streamed from PlayStation. I know. Yeah, we had to stream that from PlayStation. That's why I had a little bit longer loading time. No, I'm just joking. I hate 30 FPS, 60 FPS is the minimum. Exactly, man. And that's what I like about Xbox, dude. I started playing Xbox and I started experiencing a lot more, of the 60 FPS gameplay, and it started getting freaking Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, for sure, dude. They're like, oh, guys, I love my PlayStation so much. It's like, guys, you don't even have to be that freaking, you don't have to be that freaking up PlayStation's butt, dude. Whatever PlayStation's doing is You know, some people say that what Xbox is doing is not good for the industry. I think what PlayStation is doing is not good for the industry. Locking people out of games. Oh man, locking people out of third party exclusives. Like what's up, man? Like how can people be like, oh yeah, man, PlayStation is the best, man. PlayStation is the best because they lock other people out of games so they can't play games like I could play them on my PlayStation 5, man. Gears 5 was great visually, but terrible story. I thought the story was better than The Last of Us 2. Better than The Last of Us 2. I don't remember Gears getting Game of the Years. Well, yeah, of course it wasn't getting Game of the Years because the media is so far up PlayStation's butt with stuff like that. Dude, you could literally freaking make The Last of Us 2 the easiest game on the planet. Like literally, you could make that so you could not even get hit, bro. Like you could slow everything down to where, oh, I was like, why do you think it won so many awards? Because the journalists could actually play that game, man. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, Gears of War 5, even on the easy level, is kind of tough, dude. So I get why they didn't. I get why they didn't go for that one because I mean, I had a female lead and everything. So I get it. I completely understand. They didn't have enough. I mean, I guess they should have had more of a cover story for what's her name. Give her a for Kate. They should have gave her like a completely different background story. Like she was like, yeah. Like something like The Last of Us 2, they should have had her have a girlfriend instead of running around with Dell, bro. That would have been much better. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I played the Gears 5 before I played freaking The Last of Us 2. So, what's up, Joe? How's it going, man? Welcome back to the show. I'm going to keep my PlayStation away from these toxic Sony fans. Yeah, you better, dude. They're going to get you in trouble, man. These toxic guys, they get pretty bad. I don't think Shaq is toxic. I don't. But dude, some of these guys, man. But pro consumer. Last of Us 2 gameplay is trash. Gameplay I don't think is trash, Corin. I do think that the story is that great. I like Gears of War. I like Gears 5 story way more than The Last of Us 2. Sir Geoff gets paid. That is why. Oh yeah, dude. Well, you got Geoff. There's a PlayStation fanboy. You got PlayStation Foundry. Digital Foundry, PlayStation Foundry. That's there. Holding PlayStation up all the time because I mean these guys are always freaking like coming out and complaining about every other game, but then they're like, oh yeah, dude, checkerboard on PlayStation 5. Oh man, it looks great. Looks freaking great. I'm like, and they're like, yeah, no, 30 frames a second. The way they did that cinematic. I'm like, dude, really, guys, really? You're gonna praise this game? Ooh, boy. All right, whatever. DLC Ultra Dying Light, so fun, but pain. Props, Frog. You're getting way more comfortable on cam and letting great opinions, insights to us. Thank you. Stay up. God bless. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate that. I really do. I had Ratchet and Clank on graphics mod. Tried to shoot like it was. Yeah, dude. Gosh, yeah, dude. I tried that in that first area when you're there and you're running around. There's like so much fidelity in that game in that first level with all the stuff, and it just feels so like just oh, dude. I couldn't do it. I couldn't focus. So right when I turned it to 60, wow, what an experience. That was so much better. And that's maybe why I'm not like, oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank is the best looking game ever because I played it on the 60 FPS mode, guys. I didn't play it at 30 frames a second, so it didn't look all super shiny and good to me, man. I played it on 60 FPS without the ray tracing, with the higher resolution. And it just, gosh dang, man. Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. But that's the way I played it. I couldn't play it in the 4K 30 mode because I couldn't physically freaking play it like that. It just didn't, I couldn't do it, man. I could not do the 30 FPS after playing so many games at 60 FPS in the beginning of this generation. It was so hard to go back to 30 FPS. And I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I love The Last of Us 1, hate The Last of Us 2, way overpowered. Yeah. Gears is not woke enough. It needs more transgender. Yeah, probably. It's probably true. I mean, like, I get it, dude. I don't know what's going on with the game media, dude. They are not freaking gamers. Period, dude. I'm a gamer. You're a gamer. We're all gamers. Clearly, our freaking wants, desires, and needs do not align with the people that score these games. So, how could we even take their little this is a perfect 10 out of 10 how can we even use that as any kind of a way to justify these games? Honestly, a 10 out of 10 is like saying, yeah, this game is a straight pass. I mean, straight pass. This game is probably filled to the brim with nonsense. And that's the way you kind of have to look at it these days. I kind of want Microsoft to pay FromSoft. I would like to see that too. I mean, I would like to see that. I mean, because that wouldn't be the same as like taking a game, like doing like a third party deal or whatever, and taking a game. Hey Desmond, how's it going, man? That wouldn't be like taking a game from somebody else, like another platform, and sticking it right on yours. There are some games, like we've gotten some of these games that have come out, like the Medium. We've gotten like some of these games that have come out that were timed exclusive, or like or like Stalker 2 or whatever, and like what were they, like 6 months? I mean, PlayStation locking games away from people for like 2 years. That's pretty extreme, dude. I mean, Microsoft's doing it for a few months. I mean, they're like, yeah, do we want it to be exclusive because we're funding half the project, but we don't care if you put it on PlayStation 5. That they're funding those projects to help those get put out, and they're paying money for them to even be put on PlayStation. I mean, think about it. Xbox funded all of the Sunset Overdrive and helped build that engine that is now powering all of Insomniac Spider-Man games, bro. Like, Xbox has done a lot for gaming that they don't even get any credit for. People are just so quick to always give PlayStation the credit. And man, if you've been playing games as long as I have, you've seen the crap, dude. You've seen PlayStation rise in glory, and you've seen the stuff they've done to Nintendo. You've seen the stuff they've done to Sega. You've seen the stuff they've done to all these other platforms where they've where they've taken content directly from these other platforms and forced Sega to freaking literally die, bro. Like, the Sega Dreamcast was a pretty solid system, man. Xbox also funded development for much of the Tomb Raider trilogy. Yeah, that's true. They did. How PlayStation don't do full 4K than Xbox. PlayStation. Yeah, they don't they do full 4K, but it's always at 30 frames a second. That will I remember the day that all video game characters are white and there were no black video game characters ever. Yeah, yeah, there was a lot. I mean, and then you look at, well, I mean, like, on PlayStation, do they even have a fully I mean, they got Delson from, I mean, he's native. Trying to think of one character, PlayStation first party character, that's actually freaking not white. I mean, there's Delson from gosh dang it, Infamous Second Son. There was, Jin Sakai from Ghost of Tsushima. All the people in freaking Last of Us are white. All of the people in God of War basically white. I mean, it is a black actor that plays Kratos, but I mean, clearly he's Greek or whatever. Nathan Drake is white, but then you got the two girls. What? Who? Um, it's on my thing. Oh man. But I mean, that was a spin-off game. One of them's freaking, I think Nadine's black, and then gosh, what's her name? The other one, she's Indian, I believe. Coltrane. I wish they would bring that game back to console. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I just don't know if there's, well, I mean, like, yeah, Cole from Deathloop, Hold on, guys. I need to look something up for my wife. Coltrane, baby. Yeah. Sony killed Sega. It's not fair when Xbox wants to compete. I know, dude. Like, Miles Morales. Yeah, you're right. Miles Morales. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, like I know there was I mean, one of the sills in SOCOM was black. Native Island support, internal hand, fist, and console, Xbox 2001, trophies list, motion controls, mouse. All right, here's W2. I'm just going to email it to you, Queen.
No, I need to be able to see it.
Oh. It's not letting me bring it up, though. It's just downloading it. There you go.
Thank you. I'm just saying something. That's all.
Listening to these pennies live streams is kind of sad these days. Yeah, Mass Effect, Elder Scrolls, Tomb Raider. I don't know what you guys are all getting into, man. I'm sorry. I was away for too long. I think we were talking about like the different, like characters but I don't know, man. Like I do think there should be more diversity of the characters. Like that's definitely something that, we should definitely see. I mean, like the ones that I think have been pretty good about being pretty divisive or having diversity in characters is Ubisoft. Ubisoft's been pretty good with that. Silent from Horizon, Nadine, Uncharted. I'm talking about protagonists, not just all the side characters, like the straight up Marcus, Detroit Become Human. Yeah. So I mean, like Sony's been pretty decent about doing that and not just having like all white characters. I mean, like, cause like PlayStation 1 and 2, like some of them older consoles, yeah, there was just a lot of freaking straight up white freaking.
Now it wants to go.
Oh yeah, dude.
Sorry.
To collaborate with others, please save a copy of your file to your OneDrive. Why won't it just let me freaking?
Okay, I can just type it in. I'm just trying something.
Hold on, let me.
I know your life. I don't want to bother you. This can wait. Look.
Oh, attached file not supported. I don't know. Let's see if it will go. What's up, OJ? How's it going, man? Okay, let me email it to you then.
Just do your line.
Just let me email it to you. It's not going to take that long. I'll share. You saw your face, so I did it that way. There you go. Yes, but Xbox don't keep extending the time exclusives. Yeah, dude. That's a big thing. Yahabre Owens, how's it going, man? I don't know how to say that. Habare. Is that how you say that, man? Habare Owens. I'm just waiting for all of those Activision games to hit Game Pass. I know, man. Like, that's insane, man. The news that just the fact that Xbox bought Activision, bro, is like, oh boy, man, that was the biggest one out there that they could buy. Like literally the biggest. They're like, we're just gonna go ahead and hey Bill, you want to go to the store shopping? He's like, yeah, man, I want to pick up some Call of Duty and a side of Blizzard today, man. He's like, ooh, dang. Like, man, you really hungry today, aren't you? And he's like, yeah, man, I got 25 million hungry subscribers to feed on Game Pass, bro. I got to get them something. Got to get him some Call of Duty. Gosh, 25 million. That's a landmark. Let's buy Call of Duty. They're like, what are we going to buy when we get 50? He's like, no, Sony. No, I'm just joking. Oh, what are we going to buy when we get 50 million? We're just going to go ahead and buy Sony. Put them on Game Pass. What about 100? We'll buy Nintendo. Put them on Game Pass too, man. Yeah, exactly. If they didn't have any problems, they wouldn't have sold. Bobby Kotick wanted to be there for a long, long time. But it's like, you know what, Bobby? You did the best you could, man. You did really good for he did really good for his shareholders, man. Consistently bringing them money and making Call of Duty the most freaking sold game on. Now, sorry, Life Leo. We don't care about Sister 19, LOL. Peace. Hasta la vista, baby. Hide user. Yes, there we go. Sorry, Leafly or Leafly. We don't really care about that. None of us. Oh God, how long has it been? You've been here, dogs. I know, dude. I'm sorry, guys. So let that be it. I mean, seriously, 25 million. They're like, all right, dude, that's a milestone. We need to celebrate. Phil or he's like, Matt Booty, grab the keys. We're going to the store and we're gonna buy we're gonna buy Call of Duty. What do you mean by Call of Duty? He's like, yeah, we're gonna buy Call of Duty and put it on Game Pass, bro. Like we got 25 million hungry subscribers to feed. They're getting Call of Duty. It's like, well, that's pretty big. What are we gonna do? We get 50. Maybe buy Take-Two and EA. I don't know, man. What about 100? We'll just buy all of them. I'm gonna put them all on Game Pass. Dude, yeah, exactly. Buy Nintendo so we could have Nintendo games running on a decent frame rate. I know, huh? Exactly. They're like, who wouldn't want to play freaking Breath of the Wild at 4K at 60 frames a second with way higher fidelity? I know I would love that. Yeah. Everyone gangsta about how Nintendo laughed at Microsoft when they tried to buy until they realized we would all be swimming in Unreal Engine versions of Mario and Zelda. I know everything would be like all freaking great. I don't know. Nintendo is the best people to nurture those IPs, dude. Is that, I mean, am I correct? Nintendo nurturing those IPs was I'm glad Nintendo said no to Microsoft back then. Seriously. Microsoft was still up and coming, and if they would have bought Nintendo, where would Nintendo be today? You know, TV. That would have freaking, yeah, I don't know, man. Nintendo is probably the best steward for their franchises, dude. Nintendo and Sony need to continuously stay in the market. I mean, there was that time when it was literally Nintendo and PlayStation. I mean, that lasted for, well, no, we had Dreamcast and then Xbox came out right after Dreamcast. Yeah, Nintendo. I would like to see them own Sega. I think Sega would be a really good catalog of games for Game Pass as well. But here's the thing, man. The more studios they buy, the bigger the budget they have to build to make it so they can build these games too. So if they go way too big, that could kind of put a damper on, you know, what games get what budget. So I mean, I don't necessarily want them to grow too big until the studios that they've already bought have started to make enough money to be self-sufficient while they're, you know what I mean? Like, I just want them to be able to build good games. Because everybody, I don't want it to be where we're just getting a bunch of mid trash. Like, nobody wants that. We want these games to be good. I want to be able to know that when I buy a game that's on Game Pass, I'm getting a quality product for my money. I want to know that. Everybody wants to know that. And why would we want, a bunch of just mid trash? Like, we don't want mid trash. The studios that Microsoft is acquiring are no doubt highly talented developers. They really are. But if they go out and they buy all of them, and then they got to spread the budget across all of them, because then they might just not be making that great of games. You know what I mean? Yes, I want better experiences. And right now, Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, we're getting some nutty stuff on there, but we're also getting a lot of really good stuff too. We're getting a lot of good stuff. So we need those companies to be able to turn a profit. They have to. I think Warner Brother wraps it out, but gets them a fighter and gets them DC. And I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like the whole like the people subscribing to Game Pass definitely bring in a lot of income for those developers to have a better budget and stuff like that. But yeah, it took a long time for Netflix to grow and to start getting to the point where they had freaking more money than they knew what to do with. It's going to take a little while for Game Pass to grow because games take a lot longer to create than a movie does. Well, I don't know. Movie series, I don't know. What do you guys think, man? I think they could put out, I mean, they put out Witcher season 2 within a year. So yeah, definitely they could. And Witcher season 2 was quality. It was pretty good quality. I really like that. Oh, I've had Hitman since the day it launched, Desmond. I love those new Hitman games. I think they're great. They've got so much replayability that I think they're great. I've already beat all of them, man. Hitman, these three Hitmans, this trilogy is extremely good. I think they're great, and IOI is one of the better developers that like literally upgrade all three of those games to the new one, man. With Unreal Engine 5, games are easier to make, Andrew. So we've heard. I would like to see that translate into it's already been, I mean, we're on year 2. Let's get an Unreal Engine 5 game and not just another tech demo. Can we get a game now? 1, 2, and 3. The new trilogy. They just launched on Game Pass. Hitman 3 is great. I like Hitman 3. I like the first one too. The first one was pretty good. Second one's pretty good too, man. I like them both. The only thing I'm not really super excited about with Hitman 3 was how they went to like the storyboard cutscenes or whatever. I mean, maybe they were like that in the first 2 games too. I don't think they were. I don't remember though. Yeah, Hellblade's gonna look pretty good. I think that's I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be a linear experience like the first game. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna start playing that one on Game Pass before I buy it. I liked the first game. I thought it was great. It was a decent playthrough. It did exactly what it needed to do. I really like that game. I really like that experience, but I don't necessarily care to own it, and I do own it. You know what I mean? Like if the second game is going to be like that, I don't know if I need to own it. I'll just play it on Game Pass and be done with it. Oh, I have a few old ones. What would you recommend as far as new Hitman game? Just download the Hitman 3 on yeah, just get on Game Pass, Joe, and download Hitman 3. All 3 of the games come in that pack. It's like 72 gigabytes. Yeah, they're all in there and they've all been upgraded to the newest game. All the visuals have been upgraded to the newest game. So you're getting the full package of all 3 games, all the maps, all the content, everything. It's everything, dude. It's all the DLC and everything, I believe. Thanks, Game Pass. I paid over $200 for that collection. You guys get to play it for free for being a Game Pass subscriber. You guys are awesome. Storytelling and levels in 4 class. Yeah, 3 and 3. Yeah. You see the second attempt of Super Mario Brothers movie? No, dude. Oh yeah, they're gonna have Chris Pratt as Mario. Yeah, you get the whole trilogy, Joe. You get the whole trilogy, all 3 games. Okay, is this Carla person working for that movie or what? No, she just likes freaking what movie? Oh, for the new Mario movie? Chris Pratt is going to be Mario. That's all I know. Everybody was freaking out about it. Oh my gosh, why is Chris Pratt going to be Mario? I don't have a problem with Chris Pratt. I think he's pretty cool. I think he's all right. Well, I do not have a problem with him. I'm not salty about how he was talking about his new wife, dude. I don't care. Like, I've done the same thing, man. Like, who cares? Who cares if the old ex-wife feels bad? It's not. I mean, clearly they're not together for a reason. So I mean, who cares if he's telling his new wife how beautiful she is and how he's grateful that she gave him a child and everything else? Like, that doesn't bug me. That doesn't make me upset at all. Like, there are a lot of people freaking out about that, man. And I don't know, man. Like, as a man, I've done that before. Like, I've praised my new wife on Facebook and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, sad face that my ex saw it, bro. You know what I mean? That does suck, I mean, I guess when you're popular, I mean, me, I'm a nobody, but like when you're popular like Chris Pratt, I guess everybody has to read into what you say, and you're like, wait a minute, why would you say that about your new wife when you have a perfectly good ex-wife? And it's like, dude, I don't give a shit about my ex-wife. The whole point is she's the ex, man. She's in the history pile. You know what I mean? Like, she is history. I do not care. Not my job to make her feel happy anymore. But it better be good because now they're messing with nostalgia. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Chris Pratt's gonna screw it up, dude. I don't. See on the Xbox, save, fill out on the console on PC. Outer Wilds is my favorite game. I've been discovered on Game Pass. Yeah, Outer Wilds was pretty good. I didn't finish it, man. I played it for a little while and it wasn't my kind of game, but it does look kind of cool. Will there ever be a portable Xbox? Yeah, dude, your cell phone. Your cell phone. There's already a portable Xbox, man. You can play every single Xbox first party game on your cell phone, dude, with a Game Pass subscription. Just, yeah, you're good to go, man. There's a portable right there, and it plays full-fledged games. So, yeah, I think you're good. You technically don't need one, man. You just got to get one of those little things and put the controller thing on there, dude, and it's perfect. Jack Black Bowser. Oh, no, I like Mario and I try one. People need to mind their business. I know exactly. It's like, my gosh, man. Why does anybody even care what Chris Pratt's saying about his new wife, dude? Like, who cares? Quit reading into everything, man. Nobody cares. Like, seriously, why would anybody care, man? I don't feel like that ain't gonna change my feelings about the dude. I think every movie that I've watched with Chris Pratt in it, I've came away entertained. Like, isn't that what their job is to entertain us? We pay money to watch that, and they entertain us. I've come away entertained. I thought he did good in the new Jurassic Park movies. I thought he was good in gosh, what was that? What was that thing that he like when he first started with Amy Poehler and everything? Parks and Recreation or whatever. I thought he was funny in that. Like, I've been entertained by Chris Pratt every time I've ever paid money to see him. You know what I mean? Like, okay. The Steam Deck killed any chance of Microsoft handheld, and PS probably decided to go with PSVR 2 over the. Yeah, you might be right. So much kill those dreams. Yeah. When you go back to watch the first one, now it was bad, but 10 years old. Yeah, dude, I thought that first Mario was pretty cool, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, what was his name that played the Bowser? Gosh dang it. Dude, I liked the old Ninja Turtles when it came back out in like 92, man. I thought that was pretty cool, man. The turtles look weird now, but it was cool then when I was a kid, man. I was like, them's my heroes. That was my best, good, favorite freaking Ninja Turtles, man. I was 12 years old. I was like, yay, this is great. Who cares if they look like creepy animatronics, man? Those are the Ninja Turtles. I can get what you're saying. Yeah, I know. I think the new one's going to be pretty cool, though, man. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Series S is the portable Xbox. Yeah. If you get the X screen, would you say remote play is portable? Yeah, technically. I mean, remote play is portable for the most part. I think if you could take it with you, it'd be even more portable. I mean, the Xbox xCloud is far better than having to pay for a dedicated device, man. Completely better. Yeah, I've seen that screen, but I bought this monitor instead. I don't really plan on taking my Series S anywhere. Just want the next GOTG movie. I don't know what the GOTG is, man. Yeah. Game of Thrones. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, man. The hell is the X screen? It's a little screen that you put on the back of your on your Series S. Games have more players than PlayStation games. Yeah. 1440p monitor. I don't know if it's 1440p. I should probably check that out and see. I got a great HDMI switch. Amazon. I can run my Xbox and off my monitor and flick between the screen with the button and still get 4K 120. Nice. Send me a link to that, Chris. Are you in the Discord? Send the link to that because I've been trying to get one. I got a link right here, not a link, but a splitter that I was trying to use at the same time to like run my monitor and my 4K TV at the same time, from the same system. And it works, but I lose HDR. So I want something that I can still get my HDR at the same time. Kill Paxton, have you seen PlayStation people posting their game stats from last year? PlayStation Track, did you see your stats? Yeah, I posted mine on Twitter as well. I think I had what was it, like 100 and my highest played game on the PlayStation was Deathloop. Oh gosh, yeah, Deathloop was the game I played the most on the PlayStation last year. That's insane, dude. I played an Xbox game on the PlayStation. Well, technically it's tied with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart at 13 hours now. For me, downloading it right now. Nice, Blake. Nice. On PC. Oh yeah, it might be smaller on PC. I got it on the Xbox and it's like 72 gigabytes or something. It used to be like 140 gigs or so. But then when they put out 3, they condensed everything to where it could fit on there a lot smaller. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a little white screen and it'll fold down on top of the Series S. It's like a laptop screen or whatever. Portable Life Brog is remote play using PS5 and or Series technology. I don't think so. I think that's all run off of I mean, kind of. I think it's just Wi-Fi though, bro. I don't know if it's not a server. It's like running it from your console. Like you're remote playing it from your console, and I think your console has to be on playing that game. So like your console has to be on. I could try remote play on my phone and see what it is, but I think your console, I think your PlayStation 5 has to be powered on and actually playing that game and then streaming it to your phone. If I remember correctly, that's at least the way it was when I first got my PS4 and I was streaming it to my Vita, playing oh gosh, what was it called? First game I bought for that was Need for Speed Rivals, bro. So I was playing that and I was streaming it. I was streaming it from my PS4 to my Vita, and that was pretty cool. You could get one for a monitor and save you having to move the PS5 about between a monitor and the TV. Yeah, it's the other big thing is hooking up my my capture card too, Chris. My capture card. If I run anything in between my capture card, then I lose I lose all the signal on the Series X for some reason. See, getting a Series S, that sounds very appealing. X screen is 1080p 60, I think. Okay, so 1080p 60. I don't know if I would go out and buy one of those, to be completely honest with you. If it was 1440p, it might be worth it, but I don't know. You might be able to do that. Oh, you guys want a fun fact? If you have Xbox Game Pass games downloaded on your Xbox, you could still play them without your Xbox being hooked up to the internet. Your Xbox only needs to connect once a month to to show that you still have an active subscription. So that's pretty cool, man. Isn't that oxymoronic? How can you remote play without being online? You might be able to do like Nintendo has the way to like hook up Nintendos without being online. Game Boys or whatever. Like a Bluetooth or something. But I think you would need to be online to stream that much data from one console to the from your console to your handheld. I'm actually running two of them, Andrew. I have one in back of the TV, so Xbox and PlayStation 5 on same HDMI port. Then one coming out of the Xbox and the lead running to the TV. I'm going to run into my PC monitor. Okay, yeah. I'm going to need a link to that, Chris, because if it's working for you, that's something I'm probably interested in picking up. Because I want to be able to have it on both screens and still be able to get the full bandwidth for each of them. So you can play it on both of them at the same time, right, Chris? You can have it on your monitor and on your TV at the same time and still be able to get up to 120. You don't lose anything. Get HDR 120. What about Dolby Vision? Dolby Vision pass through. Because that's one thing you do not get. Oh, look, the real YT Shadow's back and blocked you today. No, and he's happy. So I'm showing 3 games. Oh. You gonna behave yourself, though, Shadow? Can't be starting fights with people and then blocking them. That's why you got freaking put in timeout. You can't do that. You can't get people all riled up and then block them, man. If you gotta be respectful of the people in the chat. PS5 getting VR on 1440p next week, maybe. That would be pretty cool if they did that. I would definitely do some content on that and speak highly on that, because that is 2 features that are very, very important that the PlayStation 5 should have. Welcome back, YT Shadow. Yeah, everybody say welcome back, man. Welcome back, YT Shadow. You are part of this community, and I hope that you can respect the rest of the people in this community and have constructive conversations with people, man. But if you're gonna start fights and block people, man, then we're gonna have to put you back in timeout, dude. I don't like doing that because I don't want to be that channel that has to block people. But what's his name? T-Dog. Yeah, he's probably not coming back, guys. I don't know, man. He's a tattleteller, and I don't respect tattletellers, so I probably will not be re-enabling him to come back to the channel. Sorry. Sad face. Sad face. Let me go ahead and put a sad face up there for T-Dog. Oh, let me see. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a sad face for T-Dog. There we go. In remembrance of T-Dog, sad face. Yeah, exactly. What happens to snitches, dude? For real, bro. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, sad face. Oh, come on, man. Now this thing won't go away. I don't want this thing up here. Come on, go away. Gosh dang it. Oh, now it's a sad face for that thing, man. Oh, there we go. I got it. I figured it out. I'm a smart man. I may not be a smart man, but I know how love works. No, yeah, dude. T-Dog crossed the line when he freaking screwed my account, bro. He's not coming back. Sad face. Sad face. Because I'm dude, I think I'm pretty freaking decent about being lenient with people because, dude, I don't need to block people. I don't really care. But I mean, if you're gonna get in here and like screw with the community, man, like, yeah, dude, that's not a good thing. If you're gonna like try to get me blocked on freaking Xbox, bro, you're not coming back, dude. You're not coming back. I'm sorry. We do not need that type of we don't need that type of a fanboy in here. Like, I mean, I don't care if you like your fanboy stuff, man, but whatever. I just put frog in time. Nice. Oh man. He's the shadow. I know cross. Let's see. Hey, Frog, do you think PS6 and the next Xbox will have offline remote play? I doubt it. They have unicorns, lol. I got an Xbox Series X and a PS5. Why should I care who's better? You shouldn't care who's better. You should just enjoy having fun with both of them, man. A lot of people see that's the biggest thing. The biggest thing that separates people is where they buy their third party games. If you buy your third party games on your PlayStation, you're going to be more happy with your PlayStation. If you buy and you're going to be like, well, Xbox don't have nothing. Well, yeah, dude, because you're only buying exclusives. If you're only buying PlayStation exclusives, man, you're going to be waiting a long time for those games to come out. And like, seriously, man, if I was buying more third party games on the PlayStation, it would be a different story. As I get bold and a PC, then you can talk crap about all three. Yeah, exactly. He went and cried for telling him, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, he blocked me because I said the F word. He said something bad to me. And the dude literally created 7 other accounts to keep harassing me during that stream. And I had to block every single one of them. I have Evan on speed dial. Usually on Marlon's chat. Saw Jeff, he was going nuts. Well, yeah, dude. This is the way I look at it, man. You guys have probably not had many freaking YouTubers like me that are out there. And if you're attracted to that like negativity kind of stuff, like I get it. Like I understand that. People are welcome here at this stream. I even unblocked Rogue today. If he comes back and he freaks out like he did last time, that's the end of it. Because I talked to him on the Xbox and I told him, and he said he wouldn't act like that no more. So I unblocked him. So if he decides to come back, whatever. Because I do want this community to grow, and PlayStation people are welcome. I like PlayStation content, dude. Like Marlowe's goes back and forth. Next week it's pony time. Oh, I see. Marlon been making sense. I seen something from Marlon a little while back where he was talking nice about Xbox and we started freaking out on him. And now, yeah, dude. That's because you see the writing on the wall. Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh my gosh, Call of Duty's leaving PlayStation. We better jump ship, dude. No, don't jump ship, man. If you're a PlayStation fan, be a PlayStation fan. Be happy about PlayStation. Get people excited about PlayStation for the reasons they should be excited about PlayStation. Don't sit and try to fill people with negative stuff. Don't be negative about Xbox to build PlayStation up, dude. It doesn't make any sense. Xbox is more than a competitive freaking console in terms of PlayStation. And Xbox's developers, if they were to follow in PlayStation's route and do 4K 30, they could match or even exceed what the PlayStation puts out. You have to believe that. You have to know that. And you have to understand that because it is true. Pony's Xbox heart. Yeah, they love each other. And that's cool, man. Marlon banned me for saying I'm only here for the salt. Then he turned full bot. No, now you should go back and knock on the door. Can you come back? Oh no, like I see, like that's the beauty about this channel is I never have to be a flip flopper, dude. Like I don't have to be a flip flopper because I've been consistent in my praise of PlayStation when they do good things. And I don't have to be a flip flopper because I do. I care about PlayStation. There's really nothing to talk about on PlayStation right now, guys. If there was, I would talk about it. I would do more content on it. We are going to be getting some content for PlayStation this week. Friday, man. I will be sitting down and we'll be playing some Uncharted 4, man. We'll be streaming some of that stuff. So Marlon should do a stream together. Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't mind doing the whole podcast thing, but I don't know. Like, you guys have been good. I might give you another one soon. I just don't want to turn into one of those podcasters. I don't want to be a podcaster, man. I don't mind getting on here and like talking, but when I go live a lot, it takes away time that I could be putting out videos. And I like to put out the videos because those are what kind of help the channel grow. Like these podcasts, they do get a pretty decent amount of views after the fact, but in between that, like, yeah, dude, the videos are what really drive Because when people see like 2 hours, are like, ooh gosh, I don't know if I want to watch that. But when I do, Andrew, you make more of those. I will be. I'm gonna actually do one with Uncharted 4 and probably Gears 5. Or maybe I don't know. I'll try to think of something else because Gears 5, I mean, like literally I only have like 3 or 4 games to go to that are Xbox exclusive. You know what I mean? Like as it sits right now, I only have like a certain amount of stuff. Maybe I'll do Uncharted 4 next to Sea of Thieves. Maybe we'll do Sea of Thieves. You know what I mean? Uncharted. Yes, you're gonna have to get some Uncharted content. I like Uncharted 4. I do like Uncharted 4. 2 is pretty dang good. I do like 2. I mean, I've got those too. I could stream those, but Uncharted 4, I want to see what they did to it. I want to stream some gameplay and I want to talk about the upgrades to this game. If they don't upgrade textures and if they don't upgrade like some of the other stuff, I'm gonna feel a little bit like, wow, why do you guys keep doing this, Sony? Like the game was already fine. It was already great. Just I would much rather have a 4K 60, but why can't my PlayStation 5 do a 4K 60 for that game, guys? Can you explain that to me? Why can't my PlayStation 5 run Uncharted 4 at 4K 60 frames a second? Please explain that to me. It's the most powerful PlayStation ever, and the super fast SSD is supposed to push those graphics as high as possible. Yeah, we're getting Dying Light 2. I am getting Dying Light 2. Either way, I don't play it. I'm actually hoping they bring back SOCOM because of it. It's a great reason for them to do that now. They should. SOCOM should come back, and it should be a SOCOM should be one of those ones that they SOCOM should be one that they have the third person view when you're going through like story content, and it should also have a first person shooter multiplayer experience. That's the way SOCOM should come back. Dying Light 2. Thanks, Optic. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's kind of fun being a YouTuber. No, I'm just not sure about that. Not sure about it, but I'll get it. MDL is trashing Dying Light 2. So, who's trashing Dying Light 2? Who's MDL? Who's MDL? Shadow. Oh, Michael Does Live. Oh, dude, that guy. Yeah, dude, I have no desire to be a part of that dude's world at all, period. I seen like one video that he made and I was like, wow, dude, like, how the hell does this guy have this many subscribers? I was like, my goodness. I was like, I don't even know, man. Like people like that's what I'm saying. People like that crazy stuff, dude. Like I'm getting it. I'm gonna get it. I'm pretty happy about Dying Light 1, and that one's getting a next gen upgrade, so that's gonna be pretty cool. No reviewers should change people's mind of a game they're looking forward to. How do you guys want me to review Dying Light 2? Do you guys want me to review it, or do you want me to just do first impressions? Because Dying Light 2 is going to be a pretty dense experience for the most part, and I can't guarantee that I'm going to buy that game, or not buy that game, but complete that game in a timely manner. First of all, it's an open world. Okay, I still haven't completed Far Cry 6. In open world games, I usually take my time playing the freak out of those worlds and exploring those worlds. So if you want me to compare it to Dying Light 1, or you want me to do like a first impressions on it, or talk about like the visuals and stuff like that, like I'm more than happy to do that kind of stuff. But impressions and review, if you can, main story is 30 hours long. Okay, so time wise, I probably could sit down and put like a whole weekend into it. Um, that's if I click with the gameplay. If I don't click with the gameplay, like the first game is a little bit hard for me to click with. I'm still having some trouble trying to click with the first game, but if I can click with this second game, like the one thing that I'm hoping is that I get a field of view slider, because the first game, like that's one of the biggest things that I have a problem with those first person shooters is that if I can adjust the field of view, then I'm fine playing those. But if I have to play it the way it's supposed to be, with things coming at me like fast and like having to use melee weapons, those ones there, I usually tend to not finish. I kind of just move away from them pretty quick. So Dying Light 1 is definitely something that I'm probably not gonna finish like I did last time. When I bought it on PlayStation, I did not get I got farther than what I was streaming the other night, and then I took it back to GameStop. So it's just if I can adjust the field of view, then I have a lot better time playing first person shooters. I don't know why that is. I mean, like regular shooter ones, I could play that way. But when it comes to like things coming at me and getting in my personal space, yeah, dude, I have to have a wider field of view. I can't do the all up in your face with with everything being like, yeah, I don't know why it's like that. It just bugs me. Dying Light 2 visuals look pretty dang good, but Xbox has a new strategy. They're not showing footage until they're about to release it. I don't know, man. You might be getting Dying Light 2 on Game Pass, bro. You might be getting that game on Game Pass, so that would be pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe it's possible, but don't take that to heart. But I do think that might be coming to Game Pass. I'm wondering. I mean, you'll definitely find out shortly. You'll find out like Monday if you're getting that on Game Pass, dude. Just a little snippet. Did you see a little 9-second clip they put on Twitter of Starfield? I did. I saw that. I did saw that. It was pretty freaking cool too. Brog, have you heard of Dead Metal Media? Can't say that I have, sir. So many games coming out this year. Oh gosh, I know, dude. February is going to be pretty hard. March, there's like what, Gran Turismo. I hope that Gran Turismo is really the only thing coming out in March, because Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West, Elden Ring, and Assetto Corsa Competizione gets a free next gen upgrade in on the 24th. That's 4 solid games that could definitely fill up my whole month of February pretty easy. Like the first game, like Dying Light coming out at the first of the month. Yeah, that's going to be, and I'm pretty sure there was more. I think there was something else that I'm forgetting about too, that I was thinking about getting, but Sifu, dude. Like I don't know if Sifu's going to be one of those ones that I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to grab that one when it first comes out. I put in for preview code for that, and they told me no, so I probably just wait on buying that one, to be completely honest with you. It wasn't important enough for them to let me check it out, so yeah. Ted Metal Media is a troll. He hates all games. Yeah, I probably would stay away from him. Yeah, Sifu looks cool, but all these other games that are higher profile than Sifu are probably what I'm gonna do. All right, would they wait till after release till they confirm Game Pass before release? Seafood. You're getting seafood. Good morning, Andy. How's it going? Well, I'm sorry that you decided to show up so late, because I'm actually going to be getting off here in just a minute, guys. I've been on here for 2.5 hours, and Mama wants to talk to me. We've got to file our taxes, so we need to get this done. So, I will probably be back on tomorrow on Wednesday for regular content. So, what I meant to ask is remote play coming to PS5 and Series S and X. remote play is already available on these consoles, man. You can already do remote play on all of them. Spaceman, lots and lots of seafood. But I appreciate you guys coming. I got to get off and do taxes with the wife. So yeah, taxes suck, man. But all right, well, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go live tomorrow for sure as soon as I get off work, and then we will go from there. I'm trying to get out a video tomorrow too, man. I'm gonna go tired. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.